to Flagrant. It's your boy Schulz, Alex Media, Marky, Gags in the building.
What's up?
Shout out Bad Bunny, you did it.
Yes,
I told y'all. I told y'all.
No,
I told
no,
y'all.
no,
You did tell us.
Did I not?
You did.
I said he's the biggest artist in the world, and he would conquer the Super Bowl 100%.
Conquer.
Nah,
Let's
bro.
go.
You were talking crazy on my mans. On me and Al's mans, right? on our mans, on our Latino mans.
Yeah.
I said that this would be probably one of the greatest Super Bowl performances of all time.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I think so.
I don't think he said that. I don't think he said that.
Thanks to him, he kicked him out of Williamsburg, so now he could perform.
Yeah, you
with it.
displaced them.
that
You
is true.
displaced the Puerto Ricans.
That is true. That spot right there, by the way, that's a block from my house.
Really?
The Caribbean Social Club?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
holding on for dear life.
Dear life.
What do
Yeah.
you mean, bro? She's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't
Thanks
pay
to-
them. They don't pay. Pepsi's not giving her any money. Pepsi's only paying Theo Vaughn. Pepsi's not giving no money to this poor woman.
What's her name? Tonita? Is
Yes.
that it? Yeah.
Tonita, yeah.
Yeah, my neighbor. Close friend of mine.
Stop saying
Friend
like
of the
you
show.
know, Al.
I know Tonita.
We know this
Come
shit,
on,
bro.
yo, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah,
We're not
those
doing
are our
it,
people.
Benito.
Mouse, play my shit right now, please.
No,
man. I
you're from
think it's that
Manhattan.
time.
You're not about this.
You
You're not
brought up
about
a great point.
You're not
by the
about
way.
the Puerto
You brought
Rican
up a
culture.
really good point.
If you like thick Latinas shaking ass on TV,
You're a
man,
fucking
you're
lib,
you're a big time.
I'm a fucking live. The chair makes you do that.
Hold on. Hold on.
The chair makes you do
Hold
that.
on.
Now I get it.
What the hell
Now I
just
get it.
happened? Yo,
Yo,
search Al's name in the files.
Yeah,
Al.
immediately.
Search Al's name in the
Come
files.
on, I'm just giving
immediately.
you a little
You
Bad
know how
Bunny.
old those girls were?
Give me a little
Yeah.
bit.
You didn't ask their ID, Al.
Nah, that's grown woman.
Nobody's ever said that. No one's ever said that coming back from the Virgin Islands.
If you like these thick Latinas, you're a lib, dude. That's
You're
just what it is.
such a
You're a
lib.
socialist. You're a Marxist. You're a mental retard. You're a traitor. You're a vampire.
You are a traitor.
You're a vampire.
You are a vampire.
Vampire.
100%.
I'm
Traitor.
D, all of the above.
Yo, can we just be honest? Like, did they need, and Lady Gaga, shouts to you, unnecessary.
No.
Unnecessary. It felt like they were trying to throw the whites something.
They were trying to throw something for you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They gave us Benito. They gave us Benito. Then they tried to
His
throw
name
you.
is Benito.
That's what I said,
It's
bro.
Benito.
Wait, what is it? What
What is that, Bebito?
Wait,
Like,
what
what
is
are
it?
you
What is it?
doing?
His name is Benito.
Benito. That's what I'm saying.
Benito,
Okay, exactly.
yeah,
You don't even know how to say it.
It's Benito.
No,
See,
it's-
see.
Benito. But you say it with a V.
Isn't it Bendito?
No, it's Benito.
Look
you
it up.
fucking idiot.
Look it
You're
up.
gonna let him do this to our culture, bro? You're really gonna let him do this to our culture?
Look it up.
I can't wait for
it
this
up.
one.
You said
What is it?
Benito.
put this in your hand.
How you trying to control yourself in that head? Yo, play my shit, bro.
We need
Play
Luke
my shit.
Combs. Okay, we need Luke Combs.
We need
I
kids.
need Garth Brooks.
We need a-
When is the Super Bowl going to be American
We need
again?
a party in this
Okay?
motherfucker. That's what we need.
Quit it with these fine ass Latinos shaking ass.
Yeah, that shit is extremely uncomfortable
That is
and
so
un-American.
lived up,
It's
dude.
un-American,
It-
dude.
you're so right about that.
Bendito. Come on.
Why do only liberals like fine ass Latinos shaking ass? Yo,
Bendito. He's trying to move it on real quick.
Jesus is
Fucking idiot.
I thought you were a fucking idiot. And let me just be honest, you thought you were one for about 3 seconds.
Savage. I was like, oh no, oh no, I can't.
Is there a deal I forgot about?
I can't let my people down right now. I got nervous. I was nervous. I was
Guy,
nervous.
bro. Mental retard.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
nah.
like, did we need Lady Gaga or were they just throwing a bone to the...
No, they were trying to throw a bone to the whites.
Yeah,
it
to
is
the
funny
whites.
because they had Lady Gaga singing a Bruno Mars song.
Which is also confusing, but he is Puerto Rican.
Yes.
But it's like, okay, we can't get Bruno Mars because it's gonna be too.
We need a
Caribbean.
white person
We
to
need a
sing.
white to do Bruno Mars.
Oh, that was a Bruno.
Wow.
I thought it was her song.
That's what I
No.
thought. I mean, I might be. I
No, it
might be off
wasn't.
the
It's a
fence.
Bruno Mars song.
I might be off the
it's
fence, but I don't
yeah.
know. Someone check.
What was the song?
Shit.
See, we don't even know the words to that one. Stop acting like you know any of the words to any of the songs.
Yeah.
But he took one of his lyrics and said, "Oh, is this what you really want?" And then cut it off, and then that's why you got a white girl performing. So in Spanish, he says, "Is this what you? I think is this what America really wants?" And then cuts to her.
How do you say it in Spanish?
I mean, let's just party, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Fuck that. Oh, I'm bailing myself out of everything today. Fuck out it. Yeah, let's go. Party time. Come on, party.
Hey,
Come on,
hey,
come on, come on, come on.
hey, 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 hey,
I'm really trying to Bernie Mac himself out of a bomb. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Kick it!
Bro, how did you stand up for a music cue that wasn't there?
They lame, man. Come on, Joe.
All right, so wait, what's the logic with Lady Gaga? What's the do they sit down with Jay-Z and be like, yo, this shit it's been like 6 years without a white.
Yeah, I think so.
We need to give him something.
The last white was Eminem, I think. Didn't he do it with 50?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one.
He's passing.
But what JD
He's white passing. Eminem is white
Well,
passing.
so is Lady Gaga. This fucking Dalian.
I know, dude.
You really think we're gonna live this fucking
You got some singing a Puerto Rican song on America's biggest stage?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Oh, this was wonderful. This was wonderful.
Why don't we just embrace this part of Americana? Why? We too love big booty Latinas. We too love pure vibes. We too love dancing.
Hey, man.
We too love some chupitos from the abuela. This is what we love. Okay, this, for example, right here. This we do not want to see, right?
No, this is socialist.
For your
This is cultural Marxism. This is what Jordan Peterson warned us about. This is Marxism. This is literally
Everybody be
Marxism.
mad at this stuff?
No, but that's what we're discussing right now. Like when you look at these fine ass Latinas shaking it, and you enjoy
It's
it.
just too political. That's my issue. You get these fat ass Latinas shaking ass, making twerk wind go through the grass in the field, and it's like it's just so political.
Why does everything have to be politics, Mark?
Exactly, dude.
Why can't I just watch football?
Exactly. We don't get these hot Latinas shaking ass.
Fuck that. We want white chicks with no ass and zero tits with pom poms. That's not political.
That's not divisive.
But
you know
when
what I mean?
fat Latino, no, sorry. Look at that.
Come
Look
on
at that.
now.
Don't you hate America?
Yeah.
Don't you hate America and our decisions?
I hate it a lot.
Yeah, dude.
All right. He throwing.
Yeah, that shit got him going.
He's throwing a little
bricked
bit.
up, yeah.
He's throwing it.
See, we need to make GLP-1s illegal.
Wait, why is that?
Because you got girls with thick Latina ass trying to get on a GLP-1, gonna ruin it. For what? To confine to white beauty standards. To get to white beauty standards.
Kind of talking.
Which is not what we want as proud, raza, right? We don't.
No.
It's that Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying. You get the vibe.
You were close though.
What?
No, you were
You
close.
get the vibes.
They're not all the same. They're not all the same. I see how you feel that way. I know.
Also Rasta, yes.
But he feels that way.
La raza, la raza.
Yeah,
La
exactly.
raza.
He doesn't discriminate who does his lawn. And that's the reality of the matter. Okay, but
why can't I get these people to do my lawn? Because
well, in New York, we don't have lawns.
But they cleared out that grass so quick, though. Did you even see it?
Why did they make them do landscaping? I think that is a little bit racist, and maybe that was throwing a bone to the whites. Maybe that was Goodell being like, listen, if you're going to have Latinos out there, at least make them move around some grass.
It's all white people in the grass.
No, is it really?
There's nothing but whites in the grass.
No.
You know how I knew that? The sway was a little off. Right? It didn't have like a nice little salsa bachata to it.
Every once in a while, white just peeks his little face out like, peekaboo.
They're taking over. But this was good.
No, it was awesome. And he gave a shout out to my people at the very end. Canada.
Oh, now you Canadian?
They did. I'm just saying what he said.
Question. Did you guys put up anything on Kalshi for Trump just drone hooking him off?
I didn't even know that was up on Kalshi.
There was a part of me that thought, like, in the middle of this performance, he's going to jump out of something. Before his feet even reach the platform, he was just going to get like
claw machines
right out of there.
Yeah.
If I saw that one, I would have bet.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, those are the things you need.
Well, some people are saying that Trump's response was scheduled because look at the time that it came out. 8 p.m. Because Central Time. It came out at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay.
But it basically says, worst halftime show ever. No creativity. This shit sucked. Also, we do need to fix the NFL kickoff rule. It's crazy. Make America great again. And people are like, oh, this was a vague, scheduled post that someone made.
Hold on 1 second.
What time was the performance? Like, was this after the performance?
I know it did come out after the performance, but it was scheduled at exactly 9 o'clock. They were like, oh, yeah, it'll be done, and we'll just schedule it for the hour.
Got it. Okay.
We're supposed to sit here and believe that Trump doesn't enjoy watching some girls from the island twerk? Is that what we're supposed to believe?
He would never, dude.
There's no way, right?
These girls are the wrong migrants, all right? They need to be Eastern European. on a private jet.
But are you alleging, or are some people online alleging, that he already had a response baked up prior to the performance? You're saying that he didn't watch the performance objectively and then react?
What's funny is I think he did actually watch the performance. That people are calling Trump a traitor. The
Why,
Turning
'cause
Point
he was
USA
bobbing his
people.
head to that?
Because he was apparently watching and he didn't put on the Turning Point USA one. I just saw that on Twitter. That might be not true.
Did you guys watch the Turning Point USA one?
Yes, bro.
Of course, man.
That shit was gas.
I saw, white speaking English, ba with the ba, the bang, the bang,
Yeah.
Like, I said that same shit. I said that same shit. I was on stage last night. That was the same joke. It's like I was listening to the one in Spanish and I was like, I don't understand any of this. And I turned to the Turning Point USA and it was just ba with the ba, the bang. I was like, nobody's speaking English in America.
But that's the thing. That's so annoying. People are like, dude, I don't even understand the lyrics. I've never understood the Super Bowl halftime show lyrics.
Never?
Like, do you know the lyrics? Like, Shakira did a Super Bowl halftime show. What's the rest of it?
I don't like how you actually tried to sing. I don't like. No.
I'm sorry.
I don't like. No.
When I was singing, it's like,
I don't.
why couldn't you just
hold on?
talk it?
Now you're going back to Canada.
No.
I don't like how
Canada. We say Canada.
You made an effort to sound.
I'm sorry,
like
I have a gift from
good
God.
voice.
Okay, I'm sorry that God granted me with these unbelievable pipes, dude. And I just know how to sing.
No.
Also, I do have an ear
Catholic
clog.
came out.
I have an ear clogged right now, so I was even maybe a little off pitch. But all that to say, Shakira does this halftime show. No one knows what she's saying. Lady Gaga saying it in English. I don't even know what song it was.
I mean, he got a little bit of a point, but fuck it.
I don't know the lyrics, bro. Like, I don't know any of the lyrics to any song.
This is us. Who's that on the right?
That's Erica Kirk throwing it down.
So what is the
She
argument?
sings?
Yes, bro.
This is AI. Please tell me this is AI.
Not.
Bro, it's not. She's a
fucking way.
She's a studio recording artist.
Stop it.
What?
Brantley Gilbert.
Oh.
Brantley Gill. All right. Yeah. No. What? Come on,
no.
Joey. What is
Sorry,
Joey,
yeah,
take the computer and smash it over your head. Take the computer, close it, and then break it over the top of your head.
Come on.
This is Gabby Barrett.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah, but she got Erica Kirk face.
What does that mean?
It's like a little, you know what I mean. It's a little
dance.
Ow.
Al, dance.
Here we go.
That was Miles with the racism and Al allowing it. That made me feel uncomfortable.
I didn't even put that together.
He told you to tap dance and you were up there hitting the pavement.
Alex, and you immediately got up.
Whoa. Oh, man.
I was trying to
my
get
fault,
out of
Al. I didn't think about it either.
I know.
Wow.
See,
Yeah.
You know my heart.
love beats hate, man.
Love does beat hate.
Love beats
And these are
hate.
haters over here.
Miles watched 15 seconds of the Turning Point halftime show and immediately told a black man to dance.
No.
Damn, I'm sorry, man.
That's on me. That's on me. I wasn't thinking.
Damn.
So, man, what is the argument against Bad Bunny doing the halftime show? Is it that he said things that are not supportive of America in the past and they're upset about that? Like, let's say he was like a Cuban American, like diehard America, conservative, love everything about America, and also performed in Spanish. Would they be that upset about that?
Well, I
Probably not.
think there's a lot of dumb Americans that think Puerto Ricans aren't U.S. citizens.
That's part of it.
They can't truly believe that.
No, there's like some get punched in the head a lot, and then they think they're fake Americans.
Oh, wait a
you know?
minute. I feel like this
Yeah.
is targeted.
You know, I'm just saying there's some people that are dumb and think that Puerto Ricans aren't U.S. citizens.
You're
And
talking
to
about-
those people, I would say fuck you. But
But like, who are you talking about?
no, I'm
specifically?
just
talking
saying,
about, bro?
I'm just saying if
It feels like you're talking about Jake Paul. That's what it feels like right now.
Friend of the
wait,
show.
is he dumb? Does he not know that Puerto Ricans are American
Well,
citizens?
he must know because he lives there.
I mean, I would think he knows. Wait, what's this? Wait, turn off the halftime. A fake American citizen. Oh, no, he's a dummy. He's a fucking dummy. So fuck Jake Paul.
Bro,
and
that's-
fuck everybody
You
who
had him
thinks
on the
like Jake
pod.
Paul.
You invited him on the podcast.
That was him? It was Logan.
No, you invited Jake on the show. You wanted to talk to him specifically.
Yo, y'all all look alike because I thought we had the other one.
We had both.
We had both of them on. When we were talking to
fuck
Tony
him,
Ayo
man.
and Uncle Murda last week, did you think it was just you were seeing double?
They were twins.
I wouldn't say that.
Nah, but this is really corny, and I see you backtracking it now. So if
So
if
what
it's
did he
real,
initially say? Why don't you bring up the initial tweet, Joey?
I think this is the initial one. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes, purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want to without consequences, which...
Schulz, too much your mic, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Which equals viewership for them. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing who publicly hates America. I cannot support that.
Dude, he got hacked, bro. He said he got hacked.
No, he didn't.
Maybe it was a typo. Maybe he typed it wrong. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start talking about Jake.
Yeah.
If Miles takes your mic, you shut your ass up and go back to dancing.
Yo, Miles, fix my mic, bitch.
Yeah. There we go.
Deserve. All right, we back. We back.
All right, so what happened? So Jake said that, I don't understand the fake American citizen thing. That doesn't even make sense. He knows they're American citizens. He lives there. And
I don't think he does. I think he got punched in the head too many times by Anthony Joshua.
So you think he forgot?
Yeah.
I think he's like acutely aware that it's part of America because there's a very favorable tax code there.
Oh, that's true. But maybe
Right.
that's all he knows about the island.
Ah, so it's like a tax haven.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, it's being misinterpreted, bro. He's literally said the problem with my tweet is that the word fake is being misinterpreted. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican and I love Puerto Rico and all Americans who support the country. More so, Bad Bunny's fake because his values and criticisms of our great country. You were intentionally trying to misinterpret his tweet because you're a hater, because you have JDS.
All right. So if that's funny.
You have JDS, dude. You got Jake derangement.
That is funny.
You're hating on a friend of the show, one of your homies that you invited to come on the podcast. You're just hating on him for views and clicks. You're rage baiting right now.
If his apology is genuine, I'll give him grace. But I think that came just because he got a lot of backlash. And if that's the case, then fuck him.
This is an unfortunate thing because like Jake did just get knocked out, but lasted way longer than anybody thought. And people were like really supportive, I think, of Jake after that. Of course, there are people like, this is what happens when you fight a real boxer, et cetera.
Yeah.
But I think deep down there's a little part of like, holy shit, this kid's kind of brave. He starts boxing in his 20s and he goes and gets knocked out by Anthony Joshua, jaw broken. And maybe like the first time in his entertainment career post like Disney, where it felt like there was kind of not unanimous, but majority support.
Yeah. People then maybe had a little bit of respect for him.
Maybe respect is a better thing. It's like, I don't like your antics and I don't like some of these fights, but I respect that you were able to go in there and get your ass kicked and tried your hardest.
Yeah.
And then he says this and people are like, what the fuck are you doing? It was so crazy. I thought he was trolling. Like, I was like, oh, Jake's working towards some fight with somebody.
Maybe I thought so also. And then if you go to his gram, he's doing a hard shift to the MAGA crowd. He's doing a real hard shift.
Interesting.
And so, hey, if that's what time you on, then how about that? That's it.
Well, he says if you're publicly criticizing ICE for just doing their jobs, then he's going to speak on it. So you might get clipped. You might get clipped.
So you think he's coming for us?
Yeah, bro. You might get punched in the head.
Fake citizen, bro.
Am I a fake citizen?
You're fucking Puerto Rican. You're Boricua. Hit the music, Miles. Come on. He's really calling us Puerto Rican. But yeah, it is funny because people are mad at Bad Bunny. It's like he's literally, I saw someone say he's more American than Trump. I thought that was a funny take. Because technically, he's been on Puerto Rico and like his family lineage in Puerto Rico goes farther back. And Puerto Rico was a part of America for farther back than Trump's ancestors.
Ooh,
because they came from like Scotland in the 30s or something. I don't have the data.
Now again, I don't want to be critical of your take, but like
not my take. What? Not my take.
But once you're American, you're American. Nobody's more American because their family was here longer.
No, dude, you're more American. If you're George Washington's kid, you're more American.
Yeah,
dude.
my ancestors were here for a long time.
100%, dude. Our ancestors were here for hell long. Yeah. Unlike your Scottish ancestors that came over.
Yeah.
In the 80s or whatever.
That's good. At least they weren't.
So there's levels. Yeah, exactly. I missed all the bad shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's you're less American, but
yeah. So you got to catch up. You got to make up for it. You got to start doing bad shit now.
No, I can't do that. I can't support that.
Crime.
I did get lucky though, because like my German side came here before
Haiti.
Before Tucker Carlson's favorite time in history, and then my Scottish family came after all the fuck shit.
Yeah.
So this is like perfect. Like they got after slavery, before World War II. I'm in a nice little zone in terms of like low amounts of guilt.
We just got to get your name out of the Epstein files. And then you're good to go.
Did you search people's names behind?
Of course.
I searched so
I searched everybody. That's the first thing I did.
Yeah.
First, I searched mine, see if I'm popping.
Yeah. Did you get any shots?
Nah, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Damn.
Nobody used the studio?
Yo,
What did
that's a good
Steve
point.
Bannon use when he did that interview with Epstein? He didn't go to WTFmedia?
Nah, I think that might have been
Bannon did the interview in Alex's studio.
Bruh.
And you know he would have taken that money in a heartbeat. It would have given him a discount. There's no... Give me some tax advice.
Nah. We tax those guys. But
Would you have built a studio in 2015?
You're saying that you're looking into the criminal record of all the people that you build studios for? Or do you have a policy where if people have prior convictions, they're not allowed to record in your studio?
Traitor.
I think I'm going to dance now. Come on.
How many criminals, how many career criminals
what the fuck is happening?
have recorded in WTFMedia studios?
Yo.
Guaranteed the next Epstein list, whoever the next Epstein is, like 20, 30 years from now, 100% some of his cronies recorded there.
Hey, my
It's a popular
studio's popping.
studio.
Like,
That's
come
what I'm
on, I
saying.
can't help it.
You're like the island.
Everybody wants to go.
So
Come on,
we
man.
can't use his actual name.
Yeah, the fuck you doing?
We can't use his
Joey?
actual name, even though we should search it in front of all of us. right
Yeah,
here.
nah.
Yeah.
Nah, but I searched everything. I searched the fake one, the real one, everything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Damn.
There's a lot of gags in there. So, I'm just saying, there's a lot of gags in there.
Dude, Miles was giving me so much shit because he was like, yeah, dude, like my family's not in it. No way. I searched his last name immediately. It was like 10 results. And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
What say
it's a
you that,
woman-
Miles?
It's a woman on the board of trustees for an event that Epstein wanted to go to
How convenient.
at like
Oh,
a
wow.
charity.
Is it a relative of you?
So he couldn't
No,
even get
I
into
mean,
your family shit.
Not that I
That's
fire.
fire.
You think that my family is on the board of trustees at a prestigious New York charity?
Yeah, well, the part of the family I don't talk to your side.
But no, I looked it up. I looked deep into that. I was like, all right, well, let's see. If my last name's in here, I want to know what's going on. But
Bro, the Epstein shit is just so crazy. We were talking about this before. Like, how do you actually even untangle the web of debauchery and criminality that's connected with all the most elite institutions and people around the world? I don't know how. I don't know if there's like a singular thread that like ties everything neatly together.
Yo, sometimes he just puts together a sentence.
You love that.
Like, yo, I could try to recite the shit and it's not going to come out.
I'll sing it, bro. I should have a little secure. I should have a little secure, dude. Yeah, it's insane. My mom was right the whole time.
Yeah.
That elite satanic pedophiles are running the government.
Yo, you know his mom's a lib now?
Oh, yeah. You were
Yeah, I was
saying
telling
she
you
went
that.
full lip.
Yeah, she's fully swung all the way back around.
Respect.
Yeah, horseshoe theory. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, you go through the emails and you're just like, okay, everyone's kind of connected.
Yeah.
They've only released half, for the record.
Yeah. And
Like-
it's enough to incriminate everyone. Isn't that crazy? Like just
Wait,
the
it's only
half.
half? I thought we were like
there's
at
like
2/3 now.
I don't know, but there's like a few million more.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think the
Yeah.
total like that was recovered was like 6 million individual files, and they've released like 3 million or something to that effect.
Wow.
When Massey and Roe and the rest of Congress got to see unredacted files that were still redacted, those are of the 3 million that we've all seen.
I'm not sure. It's certainly that because they're looking at some of the stuff that's censored and redacted that they're like, we're going to just go on the floor and say all the names.
Yeah.
But it seems like, to me at least, that they're also getting access to the unreleased. Is my suspicion. I don't know exactly that, but that's what I think.
But you think they've seen those already? And then what about us getting the unreleased?
Well, there's conversation about, are they going to release more? And are they able to release more through Trump's administration to still, protect their interests, whatever they may be?
What are the odds we get? What does Kalshi say? Is there a Kalshi market for will we get the rest of the Epstein files this month?
We're not getting that shit.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way,
Yeah, we're
right?
not
Like
getting
if it's this bad already and they're giving us, and these are the sacrificial lambs, there's no way we're getting more. What is it?
There's this, that will Trump release more Epstein files this month? 37% chance.
I don't believe it until like some random account bets $1 million the day before the release. You know, like you can really tell who has the insider information when a fucking $1 trillion get put on an obscure bet.
Is Maduro going to get captured and they'll say just $1 million the day before?
Yeah, I wonder why you thought that. I wonder why you're willing to put up $1 million.
And then Trump's talking about Barron, like, yeah, he just does the stuff with a computer. He's amazing.
Genius. Like, how does he figure it out?
His dad's the
So what does it
president.
say? 37% Trump will release more Epstein files this month.
Yeah.
No way. No fucking chance.
I mean, it was at 10%. It seems like it's going up.
But after this fallout, you think they're willing to release more?
In my mind, I'm like, what does Trump have to lose? Everyone thinks that he's already implicated. Everyone thinks that he's already, like, his reputation has already been dragged through the mud so much.
Well, what's the other half? If we got the
does he
half
have
that's
to
already...
lose?
That's my point. Everyone already, he's the president of the United States, and everyone thinks that he's already done the most treacherous, debaucherous crimes
What
against
he has
women.
to lose is that all the information of him actually being all on that
the
shit.
confirmation.
But it affects
that's-
everyone else also. His reputation's already tarnished.
He don't give a fuck about other people.
But I'm saying if all the information comes out, like a rising tide lifts all boats, a lowering tide lowers all boats. And he's already at the bottom of the ocean. So he's like, yeah, just bring everyone else down. And he's the last one standing because his reputation is already destroyed.
I don't.
So you think that... what is he worried? That, like, there won't be enough room in the jail? Like, what is it? Like, yeah, if we all go down, maybe I won't go to jail
like-
because it's too full.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yo, is that what they're building those concentration camps for? What if it's not for ICE?
oh,
What if it's for the elites?
Ooh, then we like
All
it.
of a sudden, we're okay with it,
Exactly.
right? If they just got all locked up in those things that they're
Exactly.
building, that's fine.
Exactly.
And we get to view them.
if they were building like pretty resorts, then I would believe that. But
No, make them fucking suffer. Don't you think?
Yes.
You want pretty resorts for the people that have been
No,
trafficking
but
children?
Yeah, why do
Trump
you
is
want that?
building his future home, so I think he would make it nice.
Yeah, but he doesn't think it's for him. But we know it is.
You know, come on, man.
Yeah. Allegedly, this is all
Allegedly,
alleged.
yeah, this is
Allegedly,
alleged,
all the people that are in power, we just want to let you know this is all alleged.
Yeah, exactly. No one did anything wrong.
No one has done anything wrong.
Which, for the record, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not a journalist. This is just me with an internet connection, Google and shit, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
We should get an expert.
Well, next week we're gonna have an interesting one for you. Put it that way. We're gonna do a nice little deep dive.
So they can break down for real, but now we can just be.
Now we're gonna talk our shit.
Yeah.
Because
Now we're
that's a
gonna
lot
talk
of
shit.
shit.
Let's us get to the bottom of it.
All of our tour dates in less than 30 seconds. Providence, Rhode Island, March 28th. Los Angeles with Jelly Roll, the Greek Theater, part of the Netflix Comedy Festival. That's May 8th. August 8th, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Mark, go.
Washington, D.C. and Charlotte, North Carolina, the weekend of February 19th. I can't wait to see you guys there. Peace and love.
Are those images of the guy that looks exactly like him in Israel real?
Have you seen this?
No, you guys are blowing my mind.
All right,
Somehow Al doesn't know about this. You've been so Puerto Rican since the
Bro,
halftime
the
show.
only thing about Epstein that's on my timeline is Jay-Z. That's the only fucking thing.
Did you see
Everybody's
Jack
trying
Dorsey
to put,
wearing, he's the guy from Twitter?
Yes.
Wearing the Epstein shirt right next to Jay in the booth at the Super Bowl?
No.
So him and Jay are in the booth together.
There's AI.
Wait, he's
I see
wearing
it,
what
but it's
shirt?
AI. Stop
So
it.
go get the picture of Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey, I think his name is.
Yeah.
In
Dorsey's
the,
wearing an Epstein shirt?
it's just a black shirt with the yellow writing that just says Epstein on it. And then right next to him is Jay-Z.
I'm sure the shirt means like, hey, release the files, right? That's like some.
I'm wondering if it's like a protective thing, which is basically like, I'm going to be in a booth at the Super Bowl. The chances that 90% of the people around me have fucked kids on an island are high. I need to wear this shirt to make it clear that I'm not down with that shit.
Okay. That's a weird way to do it.
Apparently it's fake, sadly.
Oh, really?
Oh, see?
AI.
Come on, you fucking boomer.
He's wearing a shirt that apparently says Satoshi on it in the same font.
like
the Bitcoin.
the crypto, the
You can
Bitcoin guy.
get caught by
I asked if it was real. I asked if it was
I don't think
real.
you asked. You said, did you?
Do you think they rolled out? Do you think they rolled out AI on purpose?
To fuck with you?
Is
Not fuck with
no, bro.
No, that's a great conspiracy.
What?
There's a great conspiracy around this.
Which is?
that like letting the Epstein files out at the same time that AI is becoming like incredibly hard to tell the difference between was a planned timeline.
Yeah. Because now you just completely distort reality. We don't know what to believe. Yeah. We don't know what is true, what is false. And every bit of information we consume, it looks so salacious that it can't possibly be true. And we're consuming things that are not true, that aren't even that crazy. Like him just wearing the Epstein shirt. That could be done not out of support for Epstein, but he's basically, it's like when people wearing the Epstein didn't kill himself merch. Do you guys remember that? Yeah. Like I thought he was doing it out of protest of the powerful individuals he might be seated next to in the booth.
I mean, the shirt's kind of tough, to be honest.
The Satoshi one's kind of fire.
But yeah, it's like...
Hell of a glow up too, man. He looks like Jason Bourne.
Oh, Dorsey?
Yeah.
No, he's got a piece.
You not go crazy.
Yeah.
No, he's got a nice beard, good hairline, tan.
He sees that forehead. He's trying to be
don't try to make big foreheads a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the smartest guys ever. Big brain time. That's what it is.
Stonehenge right there.
All right, so let's go. What are the craziest things we've seen in the Epstein files? Bill Gates catching an STD.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that on Patreon a little bit.
Oh,
which, for the record, hilarious.
Why?
Hilarious comments on Patreon.
Why? What'd they say?
Patreon is for
because
Patreon.
We had David fill in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
And the comments were just ripping.
They're killing him? They're killing him?
Just all the comments being like, I tried to give this guy a chance. What a douchebag. Put his foot on the table the first minute. What's wrong with him?
Who called David a hate sponge?
Oh, Miles.
He just absorbs all the hate.
Yeah. If you ever have a controversy, if people, there's some heat on you hang out with David, people go, that guy's worse. And then just sucks to him, dude, immediately.
Shit.
Yeah, it's kind of smart. Just keep that in mind.
We need a little David in him.
Okay, so is the
Bill Gates thing's wild.
Is it true? Is it an actual email correspondence?
Kind of. From what I'm able to understand, they did obviously meet up and talk post 2008 conviction.
Right.
But
we know that.
There's like two different kind of things happening in the emails. There's the emails with Bill Gates reaching out to Jeffrey Epstein, asking for stuff. And the story as it's coming up on Twitter, which again, I'm not an expert, allegedly, on all this. Don't sue me. But basically, he's saying, Bill Gates is saying, I need antibiotics from Jeffrey Epstein so I can surreptitiously put it into my wife Melinda's drinks because I did contract an STT after being with Russian prostitutes. Now, why is he going to Epstein? What's all this about? The most interesting thing to me is that there's an email from Jeffrey Epstein to himself, basically laying all of this out in very plain English about Bill Gates. And it seems like it's supposed to be sent to Bill or someone within his circle. Basically, what feels like a blackmail email. Basically saying like, if you want to do this deal, that's fine. But, let the record show that I helped you out with this. And you've reached out to me for this thing. And you reached out to me about these antibiotics with these Russian prostitutes. Whether that email actually got sent to Bill, we don't know. But the fact that it's drafted to himself in such a way that makes it seem like he's trying to extort Bill Gates is crazy.
Yeah.
And just really validates what a lot of people feel about this guy being, some type of espionage, spy, blackmailing operator.
I think he meant to send it to himself because, like, for me, if I want to keep something important, I'll text it to myself, and now I just go to my text history and I know all the important shit right there.
And you keep it on deck, and that way if something happens, you can just fire it off to him immediately.
Exactly.
So that's sort of the story with that. Why is Bill Gates reaching out to Epstein specifically? So yeah, this is to Jeffrey Epstein from himself, which JE vacation is still just like the funniest thing to me. But he's doing like a vacation email. Is how he's like conducting like his entire criminal enterprise. Like Jeffrey Epstein's sweepstakes. It's just like hilarious to me. Regardless, he basically says towards the bottom, I have not come to this decision quickly or without a great deal of thought. During the past few weeks, I've caught up in a severe marital dispute between Bill and Melinda. I have the greatest respect for my friend of 7 years, making the date very specific. I wish them both well. In my role as his right hand, I have been asked on multiple occasions and in hindsight wrongly acquiesced into participating in things that have ranged from morally inappropriate to ethically unsound and have been repeatedly asked to do things that get near and potentially over the line into illegality. Though it was kindly suggested I would make a transaction to a new position over my 6 years of service, yada, yada, generous package, I felt it would be dishonest to myself from helping Bill get drugs in order to deal with consequences of sex with Russian girls to facilitating his illegal trysts with married women to being asked to provide Adderall for bridge tournaments. Hilarious detail. I feel I owe it to my friends and future colleagues to admit a moral failure and to ask forgiveness and to move on with my life. So it's like this stepping down email to a bunch of people where he includes all the fuck shit that Bill ever asked him to do, including getting Adderall for a bridge tournament, which is just so funny.
What's bridge?
It's like a game old people play, like a card game. But imagine hitting the best and be like, yo, I need the Addies. I need the Addies because we're playing cards. And Bill Gates is like, I'm not getting fucked over by Larry Summers and Tom Pritzker anymore at this bridge tournament on the island.
Locked in.
I need to be absolutely dialed. It's just so funny to me.
Okay.
I mean, crazy, right?
Why would he send that email to himself?
Having it on deck so that he can fire it off to
Is he sending
Bill.
a warning shot to all these different people?
Well, I don't know who it got sent to. I'm assuming it got sent to himself to log it. That's
Yeah, and does someone else, i.e. some like intelligence agency, have access to his email? And this is like a reminder to them? Hey, by the way, we got something on Bill in case you need it.
possible. It's
So
not
why would
crazy.
he not just call? Was email technology so new that all these boomers were like, there's no way they'll be able to hack it, right? Because they're speaking quite comfortably on email.
And I mean, he's been navigating in this world for a long time.
but the
and
other
nothing-
guys are also doing it.
Yeah.
Like the other people emailing him are doing it with no regard for their own personal safety.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like involved in nefarious activity. You'd think that you'd be like, I don't want there to be a paper trail of this.
Yeah.
Like this is Bill Gates, a billionaire, rawing a hooker,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Like, isn't that like number one thing you don't do? Like, even if you have nothing, you don't raw a hook owl.
I'm saying, like, if he's a wild boy and he's moving around
But
like
the
this.
cost of rawing a hooker to all of your other, like fathering a kid out of wedlock,
Yeah.
insane to a guy like that.
Yeah. But I also think he has the type of money he can have people disappear if he wanted to.
So now you're adding like a crazier layer there, which is like, okay, if I do get this girl pregnant, they'll just be sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Come
wow.
on, man.
That's some gnarly.
Which apparently industrial amounts of sulfuric acid was sent to Epstein's island.
Yeah, the day after he was indicted, right? Like he gets
Seriously?
the indictment, and then like 30 gallons of it are sent to the
Yeah.
island, and that's probably for other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably
Yo,
not
what
to just
the
melt the body.
A
of
guy
children.
can't buy some sulfuric acid anymore. What
Just for you
happened?
and the boys?
Yeah.
You got a big bridge tournament? You don't know what's
Yo,
going to go on
that's
after that. You
nuts.
got to light some shit on fire.
Bro.
Yeah.
Imagine playing a card game with your boys being like, I need drugs from a pedophile. I mean, bro, you're taking it way too serious.
Also,
This
there's
is
no
nuts.
way you can't get Adderall at the office. Like, you work with engineers. They're
Call the
constantly-
guy that invented Adderall.
Exactly. Why are you going to fucking
Like-
Jeffrey Epstein unless Adderall is code for something else? And
Ooh.
bridge is code for something else.
Oh, I need Adderall for bridge. I actually need.
Viagra for kids.
Ah, they fucking got him. You guys fucking cracked
See,
it.
we
You
crack
guys
the case
fucking-
every single time. This is not funny. Why is he so happy about this? Because it rhymes. At the end of the day, it's just like, ooh, that was clever.
Just you guys be like, bro, we fucking got him, bro. Fucking-
That's the other part of this is like solving it. You do feel like Scooby-Doo a little bit,
Yeah.
you know?
Everybody's detectives with this shit.
It does put you in that position, and there is something like imagine
Why?
I'm just laughing.
Kids are getting fucked.
Sorry,
right
I know
now.
it's bad.
Yeah, this
it's
is
bad.
not funny. You
I
look
know.
like Howard Lutnick.
I know.
What a fucking sociopath. Is that all this is also is just like when you collect sociopaths at the highest level and they're all engaging with one another, they can operate with somewhat normalcy while all this is going on. Like the average person would be like shitting themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like the average person that had sent insane emails to Jeffrey Epstein is probably not coming on the podcast and being a dick when Mark asks him what his stack is. The average person.
Yo, that was great. I just love the fact that he was shitting on you, but
Oh my God, Mark was so happy when he read, when he
no,
read
come on,
Peter
no,
and
come
Tia's
on.
name all over the files, and Peter was acting like the loosest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, I know.
He wouldn't even tell you what supplements he took, and he's fucking emailing Epstein. Oh, I wish you had your life. You're such a naughty little boy. What was this personality that he was devoid of on this podcast? That he asked to come on.
I know.
Yeah, I asked
maybe
him about
we asked
supplements, and he was like, "I don't want to talk about supplements." And I was like, "Is pussy carb free?" And he was like, "Dude, I'm glad
How'd
you
you
brought that
know?
up. I'm glad you asked."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I know you felt good about that one.
Nah, bro, come on.
No, because you don't want
I don't want bad things to happen to people. I don't want this to be true.
exactly.
I don't want the reality of the world to be that all of our institutions are run by satanic pedophiles.
But if that is the case,
A little piece.
But when they're mean to me,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That was God right there.
Yeah.
See?
God works in very mysterious ways.
Yeah, very he
That's
does.
the most mysterious ways ever. This guy was sort of subtly passive to Mark. Well, guess what?
He
Him and his whole family's reputation is destroyed forever. Man,
Yeah.
shout out God, dude. This is mysterious. This is beyond me, dude. I don't get it.
yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I mean, it's just insane. It is insane the amount of people connected and how sycophantic they were towards him.
Yeah,
That's-
There's an
yeah.
interesting element of like, just like high school locker room dynamics never really changing. Like, obviously, Epstein was running like this extremely vile and treacherous sex trafficking operation, much of which involving young women, and also was convicted for trying to procure a young woman for prostitution in 2008. So, like, he's obviously, debaucherous.
Yeah.
But the fact that he has access to women, prostitutes, drugs, most likely, this island, extreme connections with all these people, that type of influence just draws in everyone. And the fact that everyone's like,
You think that's
I think it's
the
an element.
influence that draws people in?
That's an element, at least from the Elon emails, that Elon's reaching out to him and be like, hey, is there a party? And Jeffrey's like, oh, maybe. And he's like, I want the craziest party of all time.
That
I
was
want the wildest one.
saddest shit I've ever seen.
And Epstein's like, oh, yeah, man. Like, he's trying to talk in code.
He curbed Elon. He was too hungry.
Is Elon the corniest billionaire?
Dude, I mean, they're all wildly corny. It is
but I
kind
think
of.
he might be,
No, Bezos is kind of lit.
he
Dude.
might be the corniest.
Yeah, is
Bezos-
Bezos not in it at all?
I haven't really seen, like, he's obviously like on emails and like different
Because they ain't want
dinners
nothing
and
to do
shit.
with him because he was selling books online. dork.
Bezos is on to big booty Latinas, bro.
Exactly. Bezos is on the Bendito tip.
He was on Bendito, dude. It's Bendito, Al. It's Bendito. Get it right. It's Bendito.
We're trying to figure out this web of pedophile elites. We can't even figure out this guy's name.
Bendito. Shout out my boy
That's gonna
Bendito.
be so funny.
This shit's hard getting him.
So Bezos not involved at all?
I can't say that for sure.
Or his
but
name isn't up in it?
I mean,
seems
I
like
haven't
there's,
even
like-
heard anyone mention his name.
It seems like
so.
there was like an email for like dinners and shit like that. But I don't know if it's like he's implicated in the way that Elon and the rest of these dudes are. But I don't know. The fact that Elon's trying to go to the parties and
The wildest one.
and Epstein's just like, hey man, we actually canceled the parties. The island blew up. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And just basically deaded the whole thing. It's so funny.
He sent that email on Christmas Day. This guy got like 11,000 kids, and on Christmas Day, he's wondering where's the crazy party at. Ain't that crazy?
So here's the thing, like Elon's on this whole tirade where he's trying to
Allegedly.
expose everything online. Like you see him doing, PR on Twitter. And he's, I'm going to pay for the defense of any of the victims if they want to talk out and they're worried about getting sued, et cetera. But he is in like a unique situation because, he didn't go to the island, but he desperately tried to go to the wildest party. Like if Epstein was like, we just kind of have like a normal party today. He was like, well, when's the wildest one? Right?
Yeah.
And that means he must have heard that wild shit happens at the island.
Absolutely.
Because why even suggest that?
Yeah.
Like if you're going over to your nerd friend's house, you're not going, when's the wildest dinner?
Yeah.
You know your nerd friend has boring dinners and you're like, okay, I'll just come to any dinner.
Yeah.
He's specifically asking for the wildest shit. So that means bare minimum, he heard some wild shit goes on. So bare minimum, it's hoes on the island. Legal hoes, bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Yep.
Right?
I mean, I think he says so much. He's like the ratio or something like that is going to make your girl jealous or make her feel uncomfortable or something like that. He's like, just the amount of women that are going to be there is going to make Tallulah uncomfortable. But you can fact check me.
Does he try to go with his girl?
That's what one of them says. Is like, it's just going to be me and my wife.
So he was basically writing back like, yo, don't bring your bitch.
Epstein was basically like,
Yeah.
why is he trying to bring his girl?
Yeah,
So
it says, understood, I will see you at St. Bart's. So this is not, the ratio on my island might make Tallulah.
Tallulah, but Tallulah is actually.
Okay, yeah, Tallulah uncomfortable. And then ratio is not a problem for Tallulah.
Whoa.
Which, a lot to unpack there. Whoa. Also, how does Epstein type so bad? Every email has a typo. Like what is?
Well, it's very boomerang how he types.
Every email has a typo.
Right.
Lots of dots.
Some of us.
Can we just hold on a second? Of all the things there are to be upset about this,
Okay, no, we've already talked about the things that we're
spelling
upset
and
about.
punctuation are the ones that are really riling you up right
That's
now.
part of it. That's the thing that makes me most
This
uncomfortable.
fucking Epstein guy.
I know, right?
It's the
How
hypocrisy.
does he misspell people's names?
It's the hypocrisy. Okay, that's really what it is.
What was that? Who said that?
That's Norm. He's talking about Cosby.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you know, the worst part of the Cosby thing is the hypocrisy. Yeah. I think it's the child.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the fact that everything is misspelled.
I'm just trying to understand and we've been talking about this before, but I'm just trying to understand the leverage point that he has on all these people. Right? Like you look at he did this interview with Steve Bannon, who's like trying to like rehab his image, right?
Yeah.
And he's unimpressive in it. Like, you know, he doesn't seem like some like mastermind genius. You know, he just kind of seems like a goof a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that he can't also be a smart guy and understand finance or whatever the fuck it is, but clearly he has some sort of leverage over powerful people, and that leverage might have nothing to do with the kid fucking. Like, I think he must have leverage over the government.
That's interesting. I don't see it as leverage. I feel like he's just become like the fixer. He's the go-to guy for everything.
So
you want
here's-
the hose,
so-
you want the drugs, you want the weapons, you want fix my image.
How do you do that without fear of retribution in some way? And I think you need to have leverage. Right? So like my assumption with him is that like he was doing money laundering. By money laundering, I don't mean like breaking bad shit where you're putting money through a fucking car wash so you don't have to pay taxes. I'm talking about like moving weapons from different countries, right? In order to do that, like in order to get like American weapons into Iran so they can fight Iraq, you need some sort of middleman now. I think there was a time back in the day where America could just do it itself. And then you were bringing up, it was like the Church Act or something like that.
Yeah, church committee.
The Church Committee, basically, where now you need to disclose exactly what's going on. And then the United States government is like, well, we can't do that because we're fucking breaking the law around the world.
Yeah.
So they needed these intermediaries. So my assumption is they plucked this guy from finance. Now, if you're a brilliant financial dude, you're just going to go make hundreds of millions of dollars in finance. If you're a guy who's not very risk averse at all, but might not think that he can climb the ladder of finance, but is still a sociopathic fucking maniac who wants power and wealth, you might be willing to do a job like that. And if, in fact, he starts working for our government, other governments, and you would work with these other governments because in order to get these weapons over there, you might need to hit up Israel and be like, okay, we're going to pass through here and get them there. Great Britain is going to know about something going on because they're an ally of ours. So now you're interfacing with their spy networks, you're interfacing with their, whatever their version of like a CIA is,
MI6.
MI6. Like you're interfacing with all these intelligence agencies around the world, and they kind of know you as this intermediary. And now we, quote unquote, have to have one so we can do bad shit around the world without it coming back to our pocketbooks, which you can check. So now all of a sudden, he's in a position of leverage with the United States government because he gets to go, listen, if you guys arrest me for this little tax thing that we're doing over here, why would you do that? Is it really worth it to do that to me, knowing what I've done for you guys? And God forbid that got out. And as long as none of this stuff became like a massive news story, because my first thought is like, all right, well, why don't they just kill him? If they know that he has this leverage over them, just fucking kill him, get him out of here. No one knows who he is. And then I found out that once it became a massive story, within a month, they killed him. Right? So like he gets indicted, and I think within a month of him being indicted, he's dead in jail.
But what about the first time around?
Well, the first time around, he gets that little sweetheart deal. He probably gets a sweetheart deal because he's connected, but it's not such a massive story that they have to get him out of here, and he's still useful to the governments.
And they did kill the story because there was that one girl that was about to put the story out.
And then they killed the story. So like, all right, if this doesn't become a national news story, things were much easier to control. Remember back in the day, you have a handful of people that were organizing the, what we're consuming on an everyday basis in the different media organizations. And those handful of people were probably on that fucking island with him or doing other nefarious activity. Like we see how connected the billionaire and elite class is. It's almost like every conspiracy that you could possibly concoct about the ultra wealthy has been proven true here. Like this idea that like there's this, what is it? There's a group of insiders. What was Julian saying? There's that famous quote. It's like there's a
great big club and you ain't in it.
Yeah. You know, and who said it?
George Carlin.
Carlin said it. Yeah. And So yeah, to me, it's like he must have some leverage on the government. And then I was speaking to Sagar about this, and he said that multiple times what is it called, FOIA'd?
FOIA. Yeah.
FOIA'd.
Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah. So multiple times, and he pressed whom for that? The CIA?
I don't know.
FBI?
I don't know what
anyone can do a FOIA.
Yeah. About yourself.
Yeah, about anything.
Well, he did it. He asked the government to look up his file or his connection.
Yeah.
He did the Freedom of Information Act, and he did that twice.
On himself.
On himself. And to me, what that is, it's a messaging to the government like, hey, you might want to look up. Like, things may have changed and the people in charge may have changed, but I want the current ones to know what I've done. So I want you guys to do a little research. Now you know you're going to let me get away with this shit. Or now you know, hey, listen, this bank, they did some tax evasion shit. I think the Rothschild Bank in Switzerland, there was an email. And like they paid Epstein like $25 million to like decrease the settlement for them. And it's like, well, why was he able to decrease the settlement? Well, it's like, well, maybe he knows some people on the inside and he has some leverage in the United States government. He's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Let's not make this ugly, And, but again, in order for all these people to have such a sycophantic relationship with him, he needs to have leverage over somebody incredibly powerful. And then with that leverage he has over those incredibly powerful people, he can then gain leverage over all these other people. But he needs to come from a point of strength at one point, right? Like, why else is everybody
where
kissing
did
his
it
ass?
Initially come from?
Exactly. It's like, because he's rich. It's like, there's so many people that are rich.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there needs to be some power structure that is put in place with him. And my assumption is that he basically had dirt on not only our government, but every other government that he was working for or working with. And that put him in a uniquely powerful situation where he didn't really have to abide by the law. And when he did break it, they would let him get off. And it seems to be that is the case until the story got so popular that they were like, all right, well, now it's cheaper to kill you, is what they thought.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Poke holes in this. Tell me where I'm off.
No, the thing that I'm so curious about is like how early it goes. Because like his whole come up is still so vague. Like we think we kind of understand it, but like he, goes to school in New York, graduates, whatever.
I don't think he graduates. I think he doesn't even
Graduates high school.
Yeah, high school.
Goes to college, drops out of college.
Yeah.
And then is immediately hired at like the most prestigious,
this private school,
the Dalton School.
Dalton.
And the headmaster at the time is William Barr or Donald Barr,
which is William Barr's dad.
Yeah.
And William Barr, before he was the headmaster, started what will be the CIA.
Right.
I think it was called something else back in the day. We can look at that. Do you know what it was called?
Prior to, no.
Anyway, it was under a different name at the time.
The OSS?
Office of Strategic Services.
You're right, OSS. Damn, my boy. Okay, forehead.
Come on, forehead.
You gotta hit that shit right here.
I got to use all my factors.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like the fact that early on he's getting connected with these elite circles, and from that school is allegedly when he starts meeting really prominent parents of kids that are going there, and then is connecting with these parents and then moving up the ranks, getting to Bear Stearns, etc.
So he gets the Bears.
But I'm like, he gets this first thing, and I think people overlook that. How difficult is that job to get?
To get a job as a teacher at a private school?
The most prestigious private school without having a college degree?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So is he already being groomed at that point? Is he already being set up to do this?
You don't think that's crazy?
Is he getting set up by the time he's 19, 20 years old to run this life as a spy?
Like, to be a teacher at a public school, you need a master's.
Not back in the day. We're talking about like,
I
think they would
70s?
let any idiot teach back in the day. I actually think it was actually quite common where like,
Look this up because I think you're just talking shit right now.
Also, the weirdest thing about this photo, his name is spelled wrong. I always thought that was so weird.
it's I before E?
No, it's T-I-N-E. His name is T-E-I-N.
That's what I see right there.
That's what it says.
No, E-P-S-T-I-N-E.
Oh, you're talking about on the board. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
And he wrote that.
I always thought like maybe it's like a joke. Like I don't know.
Oh, that's not even his name.
It's just a weird ripple to me. I'm like, why is that like that? Anyway.
That's
Hold on. Go back to the image. Go back to the image because I don't know if people are noticing this. Okay, so it looks like, zoom out a little bit. So it looks like a yearbook picture or something was taken. And at the bottom, printed is his name. It says math science teacher, and his name is spelled correctly. On the blackboard in the background of the image, his name is spelled E-P-S-T-I-N-E, and the E is kind of cut off. And why would he spell his name incorrectly? Or is it a student that
Did a
spelled
kid
his
write
name?
it? Is he doing like a joke? Like, oh, I'm the teacher. I'm the new guy. I can't even spell my name. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so you're thinking that he could be groomed from a very young age.
Yep.
So the question is,
And then he gets on the Rockefeller board.
like, how soon after this?
I don't even know, maybe like 4 years, something like that. And his explanation with Bannon is so weird. His explanation with Bannon is this. I think he's like at Bear Stearns. And he's like, yeah, you see at the time, like, you know, if you had a calculator, one of the TI-84 calculators, you could do all these very professional computations. You had a huge advantage. And so they poached me and they say, you're going to be on the board of the Rockefeller thing because I had a calculator. I'm like, whoa, what? Yeah. Because you have a calculator, you're now like on the board of this extremely prestigious organization.
At what age is he on the board?
Like 20 something.
So this is before Bear Stearns?
I think this is while he's at Bear Stearns.
Okay.
So he spelled boob with his calculator. Mine, bro.
Like, whoa.
Like a calculator is what got you in. I'm like,
What
that's crazy.
division was he working at Bear Stearns?
I think he was just like a trader, and then like he was like working his way up.
My understanding is that
I don't
they
know.
placed him in a specific division, right? And that division could have been used if you were going to launder money to, you know, what's it called? Transfer weapons around the world. Like if the United States government is doing it, they're not doing it through their own banks. So you're gonna have to find a bank with influence where you can transfer these funds or do other stuff. I forget what the division, BRCC or something like that. Can you look that up? Like what division was he at Bear Stearns?
I think you just said one of the names of
He swiftly moved up from an options trader working in the special products division and then
To-
advised the bank's wealthiest clients. That's all I have there.
What was it? Oh yeah, Black Rifle Coffee. Come on, man. I think it was that. I know. Yeah, he was working with Black Rifle back in the day. America's Coffee. America's Coffee.
Badass.
Yeah.
Special products division.
Special products division at Bear Stearns. Quickly advancing to be wealthy clients on tax mitigation strategies before becoming a limited partner.
And then he gets fired, right?
Following a violation. But I'm like, look, we can all speculate how he gets his money. Is it Les Wexner? Is it, you know, Robert Maxwell's secret fortune? Da 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 da. Or is he being set up from the time that he's 19 years old to be inserted into these institutions?
So why him?
That's what I don't understand.
What does he show at 19 years of age that they're going to let him
he
be
got
one of the
riz,
most
bro.
powerful and influential people on the planet?
That's what I don't get. It could have just be coincidence, and that, of course, the person that's going to get connected to all these things is the person that's in these institutions. So therefore, it's just like, you know, survivor bias. I don't know.
Julian Dory hit us with a fantastic. I don't even. What would you frame this as? Because he's not presenting this as fact.
A theory,
A fantastic
a
theory.
story, a narrative,
I like this.
soap opera.
So, I guess the lawyer, what was his name? Edwards, who was representing some of the girls that he had assaulted and trafficked down in Palm Beach. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the lawyer, something Edwards. I believe, I could be butchering this. He gets access to interview Epstein's longtime, like, house cleaner, house manager. Yeah, Bradley James Edwards. I'm pretty sure this is the case. And they do an interview with him. And one of the things he says is like, yeah, Epstein was like kind of wealthy. Like, you know, when I knew him, he was living on the Upper East Side or whatever like that. And then in 1992, shit changed. He gets the mansion, the houses, they're talking about buying jets and everything. So like something happened around that time. And then Julian says, in 1991, Robert Maxwell is he found guilty or is he killed?
He passes away suddenly after falling off a boat.
Robert Maxwell is Ghislaine Maxwell's father.
Yeah, this story I'm familiar with.
And people are saying Mossad spy, but he was also like this media magnate in the UK. And
Falls off a boat.
falls off a boat, dies, you know, always happens. But what had happened is that he was getting...
He just tried to do a backflip for the first time.
Exactly.
That was
This is
it.
very
That shit
common.
happens,
Very
bro.
common.
That shit
But
happens.
what had happened is apparently his companies had gone broke and he was stealing money from the pension funds of people in the UK. And you've heard this story. What Julian posits is that that is not the case and that they didn't go broke and that he hired Epstein to essentially extract all of his wealth using his ability to like move and launder money without detection around the world. And he takes the wealth on himself. And Ghislaine is at his hip because that's her access to his fortune, or which is really her fortune. But if it maintained under Maxwell's name, obviously it would go back and pay all those people that they stole money from, et cetera. All the wealth would be seized. Like they seized everything else, even though there was, I guess, nothing there besides like real estate. Anyway, interesting theory how he can go from 1991 to 1992, be worth hundreds of millions of dollars out of nowhere. Who knows if it's actually true? And having money is important.
Maybe she's the mastermind in all this
some
shit.
people say that.
Yeah, I've heard people say that.
Some people say that he's actually working for her.
Because it's working out for her.
What was the Reddit shit you told me about the other day?
Yeah, the Maxwell Hill thing. Did I say about this?
This is, the account that was being...
That this theory is that
moderator.
she's the one that is moderating world news and a bunch of other massive subreddits all on Reddit, controlling the daily narrative of what people digest about the world.
Learned it from her dad.
Her dad, obviously a media mogul, and is basically just like learns how to control information. She starts the account shortly after Epstein allegedly starts the account, if this is her, shortly after Epstein is arrested in like 2006, and basically is posting every day, 12 times a day about world news, geopolitics, all this stuff under this account called Maxwell Hill. And then in 2020, when she's arrested, the account goes ghost, doesn't post to this day. So people are like, yeah, it's pretty obviously her. She has like different sort of British little aphorisms inside the messages and things that she's posting. She says that her birthday is in December. Like the account person says that her birthday is in December. Her birthday is December 25th.
There are gaps within when she posts that line up with her mother dying, like a 3 or 4 day gap. And then also another gap where she's speaking at a conference of some sort.
So it could be coincidental. It could be the fact that there's an account with the Maxwell thing, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's all lining up. It's possible.
And then moderators have so much power on Reddit to make some stuff more popular than others. So now you're controlling what people see.
Yeah. The fact that Epstein is meeting up with the 4chan dude way early in the game.
Yeah, can you break this down?
To my knowledge, basically the emails reveal that like in 2010, 2011, something in that window, Epstein is meeting up with this guy Moot, who is the creator of 4chan, which is just another sort of anonymous messaging board that is massive and can really like sway sort of public opinion on the internet. And basically after meeting with Epstein, the subreddit poll politics is created. Now, is that because Epstein wanted him to create it? Is it because he met this guy and was like, oh, this guy's like a power player, like I should create a subreddit or like a 4chan board to like talk about him, yada yada. Why it was created is difficult to say.
It was created the day after they met.
Yeah. But the fact that Epstein is like keeping tabs on these media power brokers in this new era of information and information transfer is very interesting to me. That at this point, he's probably like 50 something? And he's tapping in with like deep cut internet shit. Did you know about 4chan?
No.
In 2010? No. You know what I mean? So like he's more savvy about what the new wave of propaganda and media is than almost anyone else. And to me, that's just like another really illuminating part of this whole thing. That like, if Ghislaine is doing the Reddit thing and he's tapping with the 4chan guy, it's like, oh, they're actively trying to control what the narratives are around this new generation of media. And they were completely right about how people were going to consume media in the future. A big bet that he makes, 15 years ago on 4chan and on Reddit, turns out that they actually are the hubs of where people get information. I don't know. I find that to be very interesting. Now, it could all just be coincidence and bullshit. Who knows? I'm not an expert.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second about how the Illuminati is actually real and the global elites are probably feasting on children as we speak. Mark's mom was right. We all owe her an apology.
Facts.
You wouldn't hire a barber to fly your plane, would you?
Plane to where?
Let's not bring that up.
Okay.
You wouldn't hire an electrician to do your taxes. Okay?
Who would you hire?
You wouldn't hire a dentist to come on vacation with you, would you? Who needs dental work that bad? The point is, when something serious happens, you want the experts. And that's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. If you are ever injured by the negligence of another, Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm for a reason. Whenever I witness an injury on a car accident happen, I automatically think That Morgan and Morgan guy has the most brilliant prenup that he's designed for his children. Also, Morgan and Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $30 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan and Morgan is a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. And listen to this, their fee is free unless they win. You don't pay unless they win. Yes, that's right, free. So for more information, go to forthepeople.com/flagrant or dial pound law. That is forthepeople.com/flagrant or dial pound 529 and let them know that we sent you. This is a paid advertisement. Guys, you've also got places to be. Sitting in a waiting room for hair loss treatment isn't one of them. Hims makes expert care accessible on your schedule, so you can skip the line, focus on feeling yourself again. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments plans that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss and more, visit hims.com/flagrant. That's hims.com/flagrant for your free online visit. Hims.com/flagrant. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Now let's go back to apologizing to Mark's mom, amongst the many other people on 4chan, QAnon, any other online platform that had this right from the beginning. You are 100% accurate. The rich eat babies.
Okay, all right, let's get back to it. Let's go. Let's get back to the show.
That's allegedly. Let's get back to the show.
It's just how is he in so much shit?
I mean, the 4chan shit is crazy. Or the Fortnite thing.
Oh, go.
Have you heard about this?
I have. I heard that Fortnite debunked it.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
There's a theory that went around that was fantastic. That basically,
but also, like, Fortnite debunked it, but also is the CEO of Fortnite in the fucking file. Like, you go with the theory.
I mean, to my understanding, as it came up, it says Epic Games debunks viral Epstein Fortnite account claims. Basically, there was this thing where Epstein had an Apple account, I believe, that was connected to an Xbox account or something to that extent with the name Littlest Jeff 1. And then someone found a Fortnite account with the same name.
Right.
And they made this jump basically to say that these are the same people. So Epstein legitimately had a Littlest Jeff 1 account, but then there's also this other Fortnite account. And the account had been buying stuff through the time that Epstein was alleged to have died. So people are basically saying, is it possible Epstein's alive? And he got discovered via.
There's multiple cool wrinkles about the Fortnite thing because he recognizes the value of like in-game money and essentially is a form of almost like crypto. And he's seeing this and he's going, oh, wow, people are buying gold or whatever to buy products within the game. And this money within the game is actual utility.
Yeah, there are robust digital economies that the Fed or the SEC
has
are
no
not
access
touching.
to. So now if you're a guy who's in money laundering and you're looking for clever ways to move money around the world undetected, in a world that has become increasingly, I would imagine, skeptical of how money moves around. Maybe not. Maybe all the elites are down and they're part of it and they're making it possible. But I don't think it's that crazy for him to be like, hey, I play this video game. I'm going to transfer you $20 million to do whatever fucking horrible thing that you need to do in this game. Now, I wonder if they can track them in the game. I wonder if you can get Fortnite to hand over whatever documents.
See, so
World of Warcraft is
gamer nerds are pedophiles. That's crazy.
You never saw that coming.
Who would think?
World of Warcraft is also involved in this. Like the idea that people were buying money from a company that Steve Bannon owned in China that would get in-game money for World of Warcraft that you'd be able to buy and then buy in-game items and sell. So there was like a laundering idea that Steve Bannon and Epstein were laundering money through World of Warcraft in 2008.
I mean, again, I don't know how this exactly works, but let's say you are doing it. Let's say you're in China, right? You need to get your Chinese money out of China. You don't trust it.
Yeah.
you're buying all this stuff within the video game. Maybe China allows this video game, and then someone on the other end you're buying that from. You're buying all these things that you don't even fucking need, and then someone on the other end that you're buying them from now has your actual real money, and that's turned into whatever currency you want it to be turned into. So now your money's out. Now you don't have to buy a duplex in Vancouver. You have to go through this whole rigmarole to like own real estate that you're not even going to use to get your money out. Anyway, he's clearly looking for clever ways to move money around undetected. Now, why would you move money around undetected? Now, you're a rich guy, you want to not pay taxes, which it seems like none of them do, and fuck all of them because of that. But what if you need to move money around because you need to do some pretty nefarious shit around the world? You know, what if you need to pay underage prostitutes? You know?
Well, that was another.
I don't think they were getting paid.
Somebody's getting paid. Maybe not them.
That was one of the emails. Like the procurement process is what people are talking about. This is a guy Siad. If you could look at the files, S-I-A-D was his last name, and basically he just went through this whole sort of system with this guy. I forget his first name, but last name Siad or Syed, I think, and then Jean-Luc Brunel, and then this guy Daniel Syed. And Jeffrey Epstein basically saying, hey, this guy's going to find us people around Europe. He's going to procure women for us. And then he will then be compensated $3,000 a month for these services. Say again?
Euros.
Sorry. And basically in these emails, it lays out this whole thing, allegedly of how women would be procured through these modeling contracts to then get into Epstein's web. Which was just another thing that like a lot of people speculated, like, oh, how did this all work? It was a very systemic, organized process that was very business-like, whereas like you had this person that brought in women, and then women would then come in, they would likely be victims/survivors, and then they would also, many of the women on the inside would then act as procurers for other women. And so they would be on the inside, Florida, and it was like an MLM. Like you would basically bring in women, either they would get brainwashed, they would be victimized, they would be given a deal, I don't know, and then they would then procure other women. And it was just this entire web. And this email, once again, just kind of puts into concrete detail of how these systems work, allegedly.
Why aren't the women saying names?
Well, I think, one, that's a good question. But two, it's like, if it is a complex web, why don't we know any of the other figures that are involved? Like, why are we just hearing about this Daniel Syed guy?
The FBI said there is no one else involved.
Oh, okay, so it's probably nothing.
Exactly. So, I mean, 2008, there was like other co-conspirators that were named in that original conviction that all kind of got swept away. Epstein was the only one. And then served like an extremely reduced sentence, and like all of his charges were reduced. Question
about this specifically, and then I want to hear what you have to say.
Sorry.
It's like, okay, it seems obvious from the latest tranche of files that just came out, right? You have all these people, incredibly wealthy, powerful people that are connected, right? And while some of them might not have done anything horrendous, like maybe Peter Attia didn't do anything horrendous, maybe he did. Who knows?
Right.
Nah, fuck that guy.
Well, fuck him for being mean to Mark. But like,
mean to Mark.
But like, while he maybe didn't do something horrendous, we don't know. There's no proof of that just yet.
And just being named in the files is not implication of criminal activity. It could be, but not everyone that's named is a pedophile.
But it is for everybody except Jay-Z.
Yeah, except Jay-Z. Yeah. In the court of public opinion, you're immediately crucified, right? And so they've given us names of very powerful people, right? Yet they're still protecting names.
Yeah.
What that lets me know is that these are the sacrificial lambs.
Ooh.
Right? Like Gates is a sacrificial lamb.
Oh, so that
was at one point the richest man in the world. Like, I know there are people that have more money and they're not even on these lists, because if you were actually the richest man in the world, you wouldn't fucking let people know who you are.
Yeah.
But like, if Bill Gates is part of the sacrificial lamb crew, who are the people that are still redacted? I mean, Thomas Mazzi and Ro Khanna,
shout out to them.
Shout out to them for pushing this like crazy. They just saw more files and they were like, there's still names redacted, 70%. But they said there's 6, was it co-conspirators? There's 6 names of co-conspirators did they get access to their names, or they were?
And I mean, Thomas Massey, it seems like, got access to all their names and is basically putting pressure on Congress to be like, either unredact these files or I'll just say who they are.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason that they should be redacted.
That guy got courage, bro.
Yeah, he
both of them
tried to die.
got courage.
Yeah.
And they're doing the right thing.
Yes.
But you know what they do. The reason it's courageous is you know what they do to people who look like they're going to cooperate, because Epstein was cooperating. That's another important thing. Epstein
was he going to?
That's what I think we can look it up, but that's when I was talking to Sagar. He was saying he was cooperating, and then they murk him.
Oh, I thought we didn't even get that far.
That's my understanding from my convo with Sagar.
Okay.
Again, who knows? But that's even more of an indictment when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like the second the guy who's organizing it all goes, okay, I'll let you guys know what happens. He kills himself in the prison cell.
That's why it's also weird. It's like Ghislaine speaks with Trump's former lawyer, and then all of a sudden now she's in a nice cushy place, and all of a sudden she's pleading the fifth.
Yeah.
And she's saying,
That's
I'll
weird.
blab if you let me out.
she says if he gives me immunity or clemency, is that the word? What's the difference between clemency and immunity?
I don't know.
I thought clemency, you take away the charges. Immunity is just like
You still have the charges,
take away the
but
punishment.
anything I say can't be used against me. Got it. Okay, so she wants clemency to clear Trump's name. And it's like, well, if his name was clear, why do you need clemency?
Immunity is before, clemency's after. That's what they're saying.
Got it. Okay, but like to me, like, is she shrewd enough to indict him that way? Like, is she smart enough to go, yeah, I'll clear Trump if you give me clemency? Well, if he's clear, why are you even putting that on the table?
That's
Well, again,
Right? Like, just
she might be shrewd enough, but she doesn't have to be, because her attorneys are meeting with her being like, hey, just say this. You know what I mean?
enough.
Like, you have enough smart people working on her behest to be like, hey, here's what you're going to say in order to put pressure on the right people.
Okay, so now that we know that everybody from Trump, Patel, Bondi, Bongino, like everybody that was involved in this, this is just a hoax. We don't have anything. Like
Clearly lied.
They're all on record saying versions of this, right? With the latest tranche, all of that is a lie.
Yes.
Right? Has it been proven effectively that is complete falsehood?
What exactly is a falsehood?
The statements that this is just a Democrat hoax and this is, I don't even know what that means.
I guess he's trying to frame it like this is a witch hunt against me. I did nothing wrong. They're trying to use this to slander my name.
And they wouldn't use it when they were in power? Like, to me, they also know, like, both sides are incriminated in this. And that's why it wasn't brought up when Biden was in power.
Yeah.
Like, they had the opportunity to go look into this stuff, and they obviously didn't expose it. Now, him framing it that way, I don't think is... Like, they're just waiting for Trump to be back in office so that they can do it. It just seems so peculiar. Like, it's obviously you're protecting something. Maybe you're protecting your friends. Maybe you're protecting yourself, right? And I'm being delicate with language here, right? But, like, bare minimum, if we have these 6 co-conspirators that their names were redacted, right? And anytime Trump's name is in the files, almost it's redacted.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we talked about the one Don T.
Oh, yeah, this is interesting.
Like, there's just a random redaction on the word don't. And you can clearly tell that it's don't. Like, the sentence is like, I blank will go there. Or I don't want to go there, whatever. You get what I'm saying. And basically, don't is redacted. And people are deducing, like, oh, they just went through with some type of LLM to redact anything with Donald Trump.
LLM
Don
is like an
T.
AI.
Yeah.
Anytime Donald, Don T,
Don't.
just black it out.
Yeah.
And you have so many files that it would be probably impossible to go through every single one with a human being. We're talking about 3 million emails or something like that. Right? So you kind of have to leave it up to AI a bit.
Bro.
Where-
It's low-key like, have you seen The Office? There's a scene where Michael Scott writes a whole book and he puts Dwight as like this dumb character, and then Command F changes all of it. But then they're reading it, and then there's one that's DeWitt, and he spelled Dwight wrong, and he didn't change that one. So then they realized that he actually put Dwight as the dumb character in the book, and then it became this whole drama. But literally, it's The Office in real life. Like in the files that like they're trying to redact these things and accidentally redacting the wrong things that show their hand.
So Ricky Gervais was in on the whole time. Is that what you're trying to say? Is he implicated in this?
Exactly.
But like, so what happens? Like once it's like Kash Patel, for example, who said he looked at everything and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
What did he say on Rogan? What kind of bullshit propaganda was he regurgitating?
That there's no credible evidence that there's co-conspirators in a sex trafficking web.
Yeah.
To something like it's worded pretty peculiarly if you really look at it.
Oh, you think that he's delicate enough where he can defend it?
I think so, where it's like, technically there is no
He's like, if I saw anything illegal, we would be investigating it right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, no, the sort of sex trafficking operation was state sanctioned because it was done with impunity from the like some type of legal magic to try to make it seem like technically the statement is true, but the spirit of the statement is obviously not true because he of course had co-conspirators.
Right. So he has been given orders to protect powerful people and devise language that will allow him to tell the truth while lying.
I think it's probably the most likely thing. There also might just be like a realization when you're in Patel's situation that you get in and you go, oh, if all of these files leak unredacted, all of the institutions that hold up the world order will change.
So that's there was a part of me that thought, and I wonder if they're going to play this hand. But there's a part of me that thought that they were going to bring in Congress or those of the people that were on the board that actually want to see all the files, et cetera. There's a part of me that thought they were going to bring them all in and go, here it is. You guys ready for the world to burn? And they were going to walk out and go, guys, there's nothing here. Now, I don't know if they will. They're also so pot committed. Their reputations are on the line. They're saying that these powerful people are involved and they're being protected by Trump and the administration, and Trump is also protecting himself in it.
Yeah.
But is there a version where it goes so high up and it's so entrenched in all these different countries that there's a version where government itself would implode if the information got out? Is there a version where even the people pointing it out, saying that they're going to expose it, try to protect it? Is it too big to fail? Is it the banks? Is it the housing crisis? Are we going to bail out these bankers? Are we going to do it again? Are we going to bail out the people that put us in this fucking mess?
If history tells us anything, probably. And that, I think, is the most frustrating part. And I think if you ask the American public in general, would you rather uphold a system that exists for the purpose of child sex exploitation in order to do all the nefarious deeds that need to get done? Or do you want to just tear down the whole system because it shouldn't exist in the first place?
Tear it down.
Shit.
Everyone would say tear it down.
Tear it down.
And that's why I think they're not giving that as an option, because the American people, and I think people of the world, don't want to live in a system like this. Like,
So,
the fact that this exists at all, I don't think is an aberration from the system. People are like, oh, the system failed, da-da-da. I think this is exactly how the system was set up to function.
Yeah,
Like,
and
this
we
is
just got privy to it.
Yeah, this is a feature of it. It's not a bug. Like, this is built into how it works, is that you get a level of wealth, power, and influence, and you're able to operate outside of laws and regulation, any of that shit.
Yep.
So I think it's a built-in thing, and that if you want the system to change, you fundamentally have to change the whole, you have to tear down the system, which
So here's the question.
changes the global order.
When people reach a certain amount of wealth and status where they have access to this insider club, right? The club that none of us are invited to. Are there people that have access to it? And like, let's say like a Bezos or whatever like that. Can they operate? Like Bezos is promoting Trump, he's there at the inauguration, he's dumping the money in, he's making the Washington Post change its narrative a little bit to be a little bit more favorable. Are these people, is it possible these people are working within these systems of power because they go, well, in order for me to get what I want, I got to work with these bad actors, and that's the only way that I can achieve the things that I want to achieve? Is it possible that these people are doing it and know about the nefarious activities and are turning a blind eye to it? Or is it possible that they are unaware of the nefarious activities, meaning like child sex trafficking, this type of like blackmail leverage, and they are going, but I'm still going to operate above the law because that is the privilege of the powerful and wealthy?
I think it's all the above. And that every person probably has a different foray into it. But in my opinion, like just the way that the system is built, that once you get to a level of power and influence, any other identifying feature goes away. Like your nationality, your race, your sexual orientation, all that shit is gone because your entire motive is just personal growth, aggrandizement, and protection of your own capital interests. So you just get to a level where like none of that shit even matters. It's just all alignment. So who's aligned with making me more money? And
is it Trump? Okay, well, I'm going to give him whatever he needs, and I'm going to stand behind him at the inauguration, and I'm going to cozy up.
Exactly. And like all this other shit is just sort of like a flowery kind of moral veneer that you put on stuff to make it look like you're doing the right thing on the behalf of the people. But none of that shit matters.
What's interesting about the files is, you don't really see any like athletes or entertainers in it. We were talking about this. Have you noticed that? Like, like Jay-Z's name comes up, but it's like barely, and it's some like unverified.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But again, you don't really see all these like actors, or you don't see all these people that we view as kind of famous and influential.
Yeah.
And my assumption on that is that the real elite don't see actors and athletes as actual elites. They see them as toys. They don't actually respect them. They're like, you don't actually move markets. You don't actually create something. And meaning like you can't actually generate and create wealth. Like you can shoot a basketball into a hoop, but the second you're 40, like you stop being able to do that and you're no longer of value. Whereas like if you're creating business and moving markets and changing geopolitics, now you're a player and you're someone that I have to fear. And I feel like at this level, it's not even do I like you? It's do I have to fear you? And I think it's pretty obvious that Epstein had enough connections where you had to fear him. And there's this sycophantic, it's like they wanted his connectivity, they wanted what he had, and it was obviously beneficial to them. Like there was that strategic alignment that you're saying. But I think that there's also something deeper, which is simply, do I have to worry about that individual? If I do, I'll be nice to him because it's more beneficial to me to cozy up than to go to war with someone who can actually hurt me. An athlete can't do anything to me, is what I think these billionaires are thinking. They're just toys. We just, we have fun and we watch them do their thing. But they don't need to be part of this system. It's kind of interesting.
I think
right?
they're also easier to neutralize, where it's like, okay, if this person is outspoken with a big public audience that can sway public opinion, that could be dangerous. But I could also hire them for a birthday party and pay them an insane amount of money, become friends with them, and we're like cool, and then that might, neuter any type of bad PR against me.
So this is the thing where it's like actors or entertainers never really had that kind of influence outside of, saying whatever virtue signaling thing made them look good when they accept an award type of stuff. With the invention of like new media and podcasts, all of a sudden the influence of legacy media dips down. And now there are these new sources of influence, which forced the elites to have to pay attention to what is going on here. In the same way, they forced to pay attention to what's happening on Reddit, forced to pay attention to what's happening on 4chan. They're like, oh shit, narratives are being moved outside of the traditional structures that we already kind of owned and operated with and were friends with. Now we got to worry about this other stuff because they can influence the world in that way. Whereas they never had to worry about entertainers before because like Billie Eilish isn't really moving the needle that much. Like she can say no one's whatever illegal on stolen land or whatever like that, but it's not actually changing structures in America. It's kind of wild.
I'm really interested to see
Piece so bad.
Yeah, go.
with Bill Clinton and Hillary.
Yeah.
Like how they requested for the deposition to be public. Yeah. Like that's interesting.
Well, what do you think that means?
I think they don't want to be like used as pawns and like not be able to control what comes out of that deposition.
So they have a private deposition and then the powers that be leak whatever they want from it.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, also, if the powers that be are working against them, against the Clintons, if they're willing to just kind of discard them because they're like, oh, you're the old world order. We don't need you anymore. You guys are about to die anyway. Who gives a fuck? You're the sacrificial lambs as well. Making it public, if the Clintons have anything on the other powers that be, it all of a sudden makes them go, if I go down, you're going down. So asking for it to be public might stop it from happening at all.
Oh, shit.
Right? If it's private, they could redact all the shit like they were redacting from the emails.
It's going all in. You're gambling, you go all in.
Yeah, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. And then all of a sudden they go, well, we don't really need you to do this.
Yeah, they'll fold their hands.
Interesting. I thought they were just going to be like, oh, well, this is public now. So now you guys have to behave in terms of the questions.
No,
you
you're
asked
also
me.
right, Al. But in the more nefarious version or like the more conspiratorial version, it's...
I think, it protects them. So it protects them in multiple ways. It's like, one, you're not going to leak information that's going to be negative about me. Right? I can control what goes out. And two, you know what I know.
Yeah.
And if you want to get cute, I'll get cute. Because if everybody knows,
this is going to be interesting,
right? Like
I'm tuning in for that.
This is nuclear war without the nukes.
Yeah.
The war is the nuke is your connection to Epstein, right? Like if you are connected to him, if you're homies with him, and you've been lying about it, you're nuked. You know, like I'm curious what happens with Lutnick, this guy who I think he said he stopped having contact with Epstein in 2005 or something like that. And he told this story about him and his wife, or like, you know, when I saw him, it was disgusting. And I never want. And then I don't know when he goes to the island with his family, but I think he takes his family to the island. Which is odd. But again, if you're lying about connectivity to that person, right?
Yeah.
Well, on some level, I get, we're talking about Lutnick. On some level, I get lying, right? Because you know, if you're connected to him at this point, it's over for you.
Yep.
So for self-preservation, you're creating as much distance as possible. I get it. But if these files are coming out, you would think that they would try to get ahead of this. These things are amazing, by the way. Shout out NeuroCop. yeah, I was like a little like, you know, out of it. And I'm locked the fuck in right now. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so God bless. But yeah, it's like
Patriot.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I think he said in 2005 that was the last time they connected. And then they showed that there was like many more connections, even up until when was it? 2013, or I don't even know when the latest is. But
yeah, I'm a little disappointed at America right now.
Talk to me.
Because I keep seeing overseas anybody mentioned in the files is like they're being either stripped of their titles, being fired, or even people
who?
Like fuck it. Well, we have Prince Andrew, of course, but then there's another guy. Right now they're
Mendelsohn.
Yeah, and like they're upset at the prime minister just because
Keir Starmer.
Just because like he recommended some guy who was connected to Epstein. I'm like, God damn! So just recommending a guy who was close to Epstein is getting you clipped. Like they're standing on business over there.
He's ambassador to America.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like they're standing on business, and
I think they're standing on business when they start clipping people with actual power and influence. Yeah. The ambassador to America is like a cushy position where you do jack shit. Being Prince Andrew, he's like a meaningless,
He's still
nothing
in a mansion.
goofball
They're
prince.
coming after
He's
the
still
prime
in a
minister.
mansion. They're being critical of the prime minister, but they haven't asked him to step down.
They're trying to,
but they haven't done it yet. What I'm saying is we're doing the same thing. We're holding the people about, like we have people in Congress that are going, hey, the president is protecting a child pedophile ring.
That's true.
Right? Like, and we want the names, and they're redacting, and the FBI is stopping this from happening, and all of his cronies are lying about it. So it's like, we're pushing too. I don't know how far the UK or any other country involved is pushing to get people actually ousted.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Just
like,
seems like they're doing more.
If Keir Starmer is forced to step down, or they call I think they can do like special elections with the parliamentary system, right? Like, so if they can do that and they get him out of here, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's a big move.
Yeah.
What you got, Miles?
It's just so frustrating. No one's actually going to be held to any standard. Like there's no.
That's how I feel. I'm trying to
actually,
be too
like,
cynical.
we can
about
ask Keir Starmer to step down. We can like kick Lutnick out. We got Acosta in trouble. There are so many people within these files that are like actually bad people who did insanely bad stuff that we aren't going to be able to have. Like there's going to be no jail time, and all the people that actually were ever in these files are dead, or Ghislaine is in a cushy jail. Those are options.
So I think, Alex, you brought up this question earlier, right? And it's like, where are all the victims?
Yeah.
And how can we give the victims a platform to speak? And will the victims recognize these people? And that is another question I think is important, right? Which is like, 20 years ago, you hooked up with some like old fat white guy. He didn't tell you his real name. You don't know who he is. Like, are they, and like the owner of the Giants.
I forgot a few of my bodies.
Yes, but like it's like unfortunately,
I wasn't trafficked,
but that's the thing. Like, this is like horrendous that you're trafficked and you're like with all these random. It's like, are you able to point out the owner of the Giants allegedly? Like, I don't know what the owner of the Giants looks like. Could you tell who he was and how he's different from these other people? I wonder if there's a circumstance like that where like I went through all this horrible stuff. They didn't tell me the names of the guys. Obviously, they're doing illegal shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know who they are. And they weren't necessarily famous at the time. We're talking about rich and powerful people that weren't known. It's not like it was actors doing it. Then you'd be able to go, ooh, that's the guy. I wonder if that's part of the reason why they've been hesitant to come out and go.
I think there's a bunch of reasons. Like, of course, what you're saying, like the nature of the operation is compartmentalized information. So,
yes,
like Epstein knows one thing, these guys coming in for a party know another thing, and then the women that are actually being trafficked that potentially are a part of this blackmail operation only know what their specific duty is. Do this, or else we're going to come after your family, destroy your life, your reputation, etc. All the other like intimidation and coercion tactics that go along with sex.
And we're lying to you about who these people are.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
They're purposely confusing these girls.
These girls might not know that it's recorded. They might not know like that there's a payment situation. We don't know the exact details of how it actually operates.
Also, where are the recordings?
That's
apparently
another
he had 80
thing.
cameras set up in every room or something like that. We don't have a single recording.
That's the smoking gun. That's the
those
shit
are
they
people
keep
that should be
in
going
front.
to jail. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see kitty porn, but that's where the shit is at.
At this point, there's not a single person on the planet that believes he killed himself, right?
And some people still think.
I mean,
He might have been allowed to kill
he
himself.
might have been allowed. That was going to be my saying. Is they come in, they say it's going to be us or it's going to be you. Tonight's your night. You're going to do it. That would be like the most.
I don't.
Which
think
is barely killing yourself.
Gracious. That's the most gracious version of it.
Because didn't the coroner say like the way his neck snapped, there was no way you can do that?
No, he said that like the wounds were somehow connected with asphyxia through like someone's hands. So like
Yeah.
it's possible it could have been that, but also through a rope, yada yada. I don't think he killed himself.
Yeah, name
I don't
like,
either.
And as time has gone on, I'm even less confident that he's dead. Like it's possible he might have just been fucking scooped up. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just like my general vibes. but-
At this point, I'm like, I could believe anything.
I mean, it would be easier to kill him than try to sneak him out and keep him alive.
It depends how much leverage he has. If there's a dead man switch, I don't know.
So I had a
Ooh, dead man switch. is
I had a
fire.
person say this to me, and take this with a grain of salt, because everybody, it's a person told you to
Yeah,
talk to
I know,
another person.
yeah.
So this is all like whatever.
Salt, I guess.
Yeah, the rumor was he had 3 dead man switches, and the intelligence agencies found 2 of them, and upon finding the 3rd, they killed him. Who knows if any of this is
Horcruxes.
fucking true,
Yeah, I know.
whatever like that. But like,
they found his Horcruxes.
Yeah.
Fucking killed him.
Those kind of horcrux.
That's fire. I heard that joke.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
No, his.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought you were doing a pun off of whore. Yeah.
No, I wasn't, but dude.
Chosen. Anyway,
We need dead man switches.
for what, Al?
I don't know.
Did you just incriminate us? Did you just incriminate
Yeah,
us?
why
Al?
would you need a dead man switch? If you
It's
have a
just
dead man
kind of
switch, if
fire.
people are trying to take you out and you want to
Yeah.
compromise them with blackmail. So who's trying to take you out and what kind of blackmail do you have that would ruin someone's reputation?
I mean,
Speak now.
I know you don't shower all the time. That we
You
tell.
did shower today, huh?
I did.
You know how I knew he showered? He came into the Brilliant Idiot studio and it was like a bouquet of flowers walked in. Like I'd never had him walk in a room and it smelled so
better.
pleasant
Yeah.
that I kept like sniffing around because I didn't understand what it was. But you used a fragrance when you shampoo?
Yeah.
Shampoo?
No, that was just cologne. I got a cologne.
What?
Shit rough at home?
No, it was the halftime show, bro. Halftime show got me fired up.
Bendito.
Yeah, dude, Bendito got me fired
No,
up.
what happened to pheromones and all that fucking gay shit you used to say?
Bro, it became a problem.
Isn't
became a problem.
cologne just more pheromones?
Nah, bro, it's different pheromones.
Yeah, but they work better. It's like
He
steroids.
said his wife, loves his natural pheromones and all this
fuck
shit.
outta here.
Now,
Yeah.
no, you up to something, bro.
Nah, bro.
way.
The problem is my
See?
natural pheromones
This
were
is
getting
why I
too much
need a dead
attention.
man
Wouldn't they
I was
sell
getting-
body odor if that's what women wanted?
And they do. I actually just talked to a perfumer not too long ago about this exact thing.
Oh yeah. So the stinkiest people made perfume and cologne. The people known for smelling like shit.
Yeah.
Who?
The French.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't know about those over there.
The Old Spice.
It was
So
just
they call it Old
did you call
Spice.
me
Come on.
Old Spice? No, we didn't know about them just yet. So the French were known for smelling like shit, and they're like, we got to do something about it. So
Yeah.
they made fragrances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to throw dirt on my name, but I grew up at it.
You French Canadian.
Exactly.
You
Come on, eh?
dirty and you nice.
What you just call
nice. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the deal? Do we ever find anything? I mean, oh my God.
I don't think so.
No, but the videos Where are those? Is that part of the other?
Hey, Kash Patel said there's no videos, dude. There's not a single video. You didn't remember that? The guy was recording nothing.
So the
know if he did that,
crazy
but yes.
parties that Elon wants to go to, like,
No, he said there's no.
I want to see the videos.
He said there's no.
Blackmail?
He said something specific. Why don't you look it up,
That's
Joey?
what I'm saying.
On
The
Rogan
language that he uses is just
is particular.
yeah. I mean, he's an attorney. Like the guy knows how to like sort of legally use up a little statement.
All right, guys, we're going to take a little break from this Goy Slop episode. Because I need to tell you about Dylan Optics, okay? Let's say you're on an island, sun shining all day long. Only one place with perfect sun cover, and it's a peculiar little temple that you just don't want to know what's happening inside of.
Yeah.
You need some sunglasses, okay? You need some sunglasses. Matter of fact, you might need some that completely stop you from seeing anything happening on that island. Full blackouts. That's not what this is.
The Kash Patels.
The Kash Patels.
Exactly.
That's what
He
he
didn't
needs.
see anything. The poor guy. Okay? These lenses are different. Okay? You put them on, you see everything is in HD. They've got this patented matte lens technology that completely kills internal reflections. No glare. Okay? No seeing your own face floating in the corner of your vision. These are a game changer. The founder, Steve Dillon, not in the files, was in the Air Force.
Yes.
Okay? Never flew to the island.
No.
Flew other places. Then started literally baking lenses in his mom's oven. That's America, baby. Now, they design and manufacture by hand. They've got their matte lenses that eliminate reflection. You're not going to see a single reflection.
You'll never reflect.
Never reflect at all.
Never think about it.
Not at all. I know a bunch of people who want to put these on right now. Okay? Their stabilized resolution is fantastic. The lenses adjust to light and make everything sharper and clear. These are performance sunglasses that also look fire. So, if you want sunglasses that actually make you see better, not just block the sun, check out Dylan Optics. Go to DylanOptics.com now and save 10% off with the promo code FLAGRANT. Now let's get back to the show. Not yet. You got to take control of your mental health, okay? The world may feel uncertain. No. And out of control, you don't say. But there's one thing that you do have control over, and that's taking care of your mental health. Talkspace makes it easy to start. Better mental health leads to better health overall. Just like your physical body needs exercise, your mental health needs maintenance and attention. The better your mental health, the better your physical health, and vice versa. Talkspace helps you build confidence and skills. Their therapists not only listen to you, they provide valuable techniques to manage stress or conflict in your life, helping improve your coping skills and self-awareness. Better communication leads to better relationship. Life is all about how we are in relationships with one another, and communication is key. Talkspace can help you identify obstacles and create new, meaningful connections. Talkspace makes getting the help you need easy, accessible, and affordable. Plus, most insured members have a $0 copay. As a listener of this podcast, you're going to get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/flagrant and enter the promo code SPACE80. That is space, SPACE80 to match with a licensed therapist today. Go to Talkspace.com/flagrant, enter the promo code SPACE80. Get $80 off your first month with the promo code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com/flagrant. And now, let's get back to the show. Really interesting is, I remember this summer, the first time they said something about kind of discarding the Epstein stuff. Do you remember we said something about it on the pod? We immediately were like, oh, I guess we're the idiots. I guess we're the assholes, whatever like that. And then the White House responded.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that? Mm-hmm. So the White House gave a statement. They're like, oh, Andrew Schulz, I think that, he should be happy that something, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, okay. I do remember that. And I was like,
I should have known right there. I should have known right there that they were, obviously I felt that they were covering it up, and that's why I was like, what the fuck is going on? But to even respond, to me, that means that they're in like immediate, oh shit mode, right? Like I knew it and I pushed and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But it was so peculiar because they campaigned so hard on exposing it. Like the Bongino guy and Kash and Trump are campaigning on exposing it and immediately getting to office. Is there part of you that looks at it and goes, Like, where do you take that? Do you go, the only way we can squash this is if we get in office? No, because the Democrats had it and they weren't going to expose it because all their donors are in it as well.
I think they underestimated how fervent the base was for truth on this specific issue.
How could they do that? Usually they're pretty calculated and understanding.
That's my assessment. And they go, look, we're going to get all these influencers that control the narrative around right-wing discourse, and we're going to bring them in. We're going to give them these binders. They're going to have all these files.
This is when Pam Bondi invited all of them to the White House.
And that's going to be what we need to get this whole thing covered up.
And I bet you that was the plan from the beginning.
I mean, how stupid.
Yeah.
What an unbelievable miscalculation.
Yeah.
And now you see Trump going like, hey, Bill Clinton's a nice guy. Why would he?
Oh, he's saying that now.
You haven't seen it?
No,
I like Bill Clinton. You know, he's always been nice to me. They asked him, they're like, what do you like about Bill Clinton? He's like, oh, he's always been nice to me. What do you like? What do you like about him? Hey, what do you like about Bill Clinton? I like that he could make me look like a dang 13-year-old. I'm not nice to him. That's what I like. Oof. Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh man.
So what are the chances? What are the chances that he's? Okay, here's something. Do you think that Trump's timeline with his friendship with Epstein is accurate?
No.
Meaning, you think he maintained the friendship after?
Yeah, I think they just had like a small falling out because they were like fighting over that woman or girl. I don't know.
Go on.
And
That's not the falling out. The falling out is even. You would hope that was the falling out.
Oh, it was like they wanted the same property or something like that, and he stole the property from him.
Like so I think the illusion with a lot of like the Trump like loyalists is like he saw that Epstein was trying to take girls from Mar-a-Lago and he kicked him out. He said no more, and that would be really great if there was somebody with that type of moral compass in the office.
Yeah, but the fact that he said that, I do think there's a little truth to it. It's like I think he just took one of his girls out of the place and he was upset about that.
But apparently they were beefing over a piece of real estate and that was the final straw. It's like you could take the teenagers out of here, but if you go after that fucking property,
it's the hypocrisy.
You hate it. It's just okay. So the timeline being like they stopped being friends after that real estate thing. Do you believe that? Do you think that they maintain?
No, I think they maintain. Because I think if like for Epstein to be such a big player, especially in Florida, because he's right there, the island's right there. So I'm like, you can't really just be like, fuck you. It's like, I'm not fucking with you, but you know, we still share a lot of friends. We can be cordial. I just don't really mess with you.
How powerful are the people that he's protecting that he's willing to, let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, the timeline is accurate, meaning stops being friends with him after that. I think that's when, 2005 or something like that. Then he gets the pedophile charge in 2008.
He gets convicted in 2008.
2008 conviction, never talks to him again after that, right? So how powerful are the people that Trump is protecting? Or does Epstein or the powers that be have incriminating evidence on him prior to 2005? Evidence of him doing any, I don't even want to mention horrible fucking things. Where he's willing to go down with the ship instead of just exposing it. Because if he did stop being friends with him and he was sure that they didn't have anything, knowing Trump, wouldn't he just sell everyone else down the river?
That's what I'm saying.
It might be such that it implicates literally everyone. Like monarchs and heads of state.
But when does Trump care about them?
But if he's like, we have this oil deal and these people are pressuring me saying, hey, if you don't redact our king's name, we're going to not sell you this oil. And then oil price in your country are going to go up. Like we can extort you through economic means if you don't get rid of our stuff. Or this like financial.
How much leverage do these other countries have over us?
I don't know. It might be personal. It might be like, hey, we're going to give you this jet or we're going to give you this like private thing in order to cover up this thing that someone in our country did.
The problems these files are giving him right now, if he wasn't implicated, yo, put this shit out. This shit is fucking annoying.
Look how quick they folded on ICE, right? They get pushed back on ICE and immediately they send Homan in there. Maybe they fire Noam. I don't know if they do. They take out the other guy. What was his name? Bovino, right? They go, we're going to prioritize criminals. We're going to do, so it's like they do bend to the whim of the people and to the markets, right? So, and that is somebody I was talking to, Michael Moynihan, who was saying this, and he was like, shout out Mike Moynihan, and he was like, that is to the argument about him being authoritarian. There's no question he has authoritarian tendencies, but authoritarians don't bend to the whims of the public. Like the leader of Iran is an authoritarian. You guys are rebelling, I'm going to shoot you all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So they're bending to the markets, they're bending to public perception. Knowing Trump, you don't think that he would just lay all these motherfuckers out on a silver platter unless...
In my opinion, I think like 20 years will go by and we'll be like, how did we ever think that he wasn't?
Yeah.
But I think he's obviously implicated in some way by proxy. But I also think it implicates legit everybody.
So
If Epstein is the guy to go to, if he's a fixer, he's the guy who can like massage your reputation to the public, and I'm about to run for presidency. You don't think I'm hitting up this guy?
Also, like the guy who was going to do a PR rehabilitation for Epstein is a guy named Steve Bannon, who was Trump's campaign manager for the 2016 term, and his White House. What is the position when you essentially? What was Bannon's position in Trump's White House in 2016? And then I think he eventually gets fired.
Yeah. And then right after he gets fired, he goes and
Rehabs Epstein.
links with Epstein.
White House chief strategist.
He was White House chief strategist.
Come on now.
So
come on.
The tentacles are in.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it seems pretty obvious from all the circumstantial evidence. It's kind of shocking that there's not like one singular, like, yes, look, you know? But
What about his Bannon? Is Bannon getting shit from his people? Like, yo, why were you trying to help this dude?
I mean, he got to be out of here. I don't even know why people let that dude speak. I've always
operates-
felt this way about Bannon.
he
I feel
operates
like
as such a weird, kind of murky figure. I don't even know really his story super well and like all the details around him.
70s.
Say again?
He's also rich in his 70s. Like there's no like company he's going to get fired from.
And I don't know if he has like fans. I just think he's an operative. I mean, he's probably a spy.
Oh, I thought he has like a huge fan base. I
think
thought he
that
has
he-
he's MAGA.
I think
he's
he
an-
co-opted some MAGA people.
Yes, he's
but
like a mouthpiece for existing.
But doesn't he decide like what's MAGA or not? Like,
I don't think he has that type of polar influence. I don't think he has that type of gravity. I think that he can like organize thoughts for these groups and then be the most sensational about them, probably say things that the politicians can't say to really like rile up those bases. But I don't think that he's actually like, moving people or markets.
oh, okay. I thought he was like one of the main guys trying to kick Tucker out the shit when
I think he's too unhealthy looking. Like you have to. He looks like he's dying.
I
all
don't
the time.
stop him. Look at Trump.
So here's my
How
question, right?
healthy you look.
Remember, you know how we like look back at like history and you look about like the Greeks, right? And like all the Greek aristocracy. The rumor is that like they had these little boys that they would fuck, or these like little eunuchs that they would fuck. And we're like, oh, this was commonplace at the time that like the rich and powerful would have sex with children and all of them had a little concubine. In 1,000 years, do they look back at history now and be like, oh yeah, the rich and powerful would just fuck little kids? That's just, has nothing changed in 2,000 years?
Yeah, but I still thought that shit was disgusting and nasty.
No, of course we think it's disgusting and nasty, but we think it's like the past. We go, oh, look how weird the past was. Look how obscure and like, look how just, I don't even want to call it primal, just like disgusting this behavior was, but it was commonplace 2,000 years ago. But we're dignified.
This is ancient. We've civilized over time.
Yeah, we're civilized beings. We would never do something like this. In 1,000 years, they're going to look back at us like with the fucking Greeks. We just switched to girls. They're like, oh, they stopped being gay around the year 2000, and then they just kept it with young girls.
Did they?
Actually, that's the other thing that's wild. It's like, we don't hear about none of the gay shit. There's nothing.
Well, there was some email leak that talked about Epstein and Wexner, I think, having a relationship, like a sexual relationship.
I heard, well, the rumor about Wexner is that he's been sweet
Right.
this whole time.
And that's part of the reason why he was so tight with Epstein, pun intended, is because they were fucking. Epstein and Wexner. That's what I was reading on Twitter.
So we're supposed to believe that like Epstein.
Your timeline is the shit, bro. Like, that shit does not come across my shit at all. What?
He's been so Puerto Rican since Bad Bunny happened. He's like, I don't see anything. I don't have internet. I don't have my
Hey,
electricity.
don't make fun of their electricity.
They
problem.
put it on the
That's-
Super Bowl.
That's sensitive topic.
They put it up there.
They
on.
did have the electric poles up there for that reason, right?
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was a metaphor for what?
The bad infrastructure that they have in Puerto Rico, because
Got it.
we're supposed to be connected to America, but we can't get funding.
For electricity. Yeah. Well, tell those guys stop playing dominoes and start working on some electricity. You know, like, we need those guys. Those guys,
Those guys are retired, bro.
They're brilliant engineers. We need them still.
Oh, they basically fought in World War II.
Yeah, man.
So I think the web is deep. I don't even know if anyone knows like the story. Like, I think it's...
You know something. You know a lot of this story. Bro.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Come on, forehead.
Come on, for it.
Take your hat off.
He ain't doing that.
About forehead. I mean, again, I don't know if anyone knows. I think anyone that's like, here's what happened is lying. Because I don't think they're... I bet I'm willing to say that this is probably so compartmentalized that people intimately involved might not even know. Like, does Jean-Luc Brunel know how deep Epstein's like intelligence ties go? Or is he just like, oh yeah, he's just like a rich guy that likes young women, Like, does his connection with Alexander Acosta that gives him the sweetheart deal, does he know about his like foreign passport with Vienna? Like, does anyone actually know the whole story? And does Epstein himself know how he's being utilized by these foreign actors? Like, he obviously knows the most, but now he's not there. Ghislaine probably knows the second most, but she's in prison taking her Fifth Amendment right. So to me, I'm like, does anyone actually know the entire thing?
Yeah.
And I think it'll be years until all of it is unpacked.
They got to take down his team because it takes us 15 people to do a fucking podcast. For him to have that type of ring.
With 2 people?
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Yeah. Like,
I mean, and of course,
let's
there's
go after
people
the team
that are connected to it that are just quiet, like his assistants, his co-conspirators, his former girlfriends that are just not being affected by this. But like, that to me is also crazy. Like, they must have known, or at least should be questioned about what they knew. And they're going to just get off scot-free.
Oh, yeah. The ex-girlfriend. That's
Karina Shuliak.
Karina Shuliak.
Miles got his eyes on her.
Yeah. I mean,
she got her money.
She got 100 mil.
What was her thing? She just started... She's like, I'm going to reveal it all. Then it was just like a crypto scam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was on Twitter talking about how she's going to reveal it all. But she's a dentist. She's a Belarusian dentist that apparently was doing dental work on the island.
You've seen the pictures of the dentist's office with the mask?
With all the weird faces and shit. It's so weird. Some people say, oh, Epstein was just super particular about teeth and he wanted everyone to have perfect teeth. And so if someone needed dental work, he wanted to have a dentist on the island at all times, who he coincidentally was also dating, allegedly. Now, is it also possible this was used to like remove people's teeth so they couldn't be identified and then thrown in the ocean?
Yo, how do you go to a dentist's office with that?
Weird, right?
That's strange.
This is just on the island.
That just
what
seems
is
like a cover. Oh, this is actually
that's
on the
to my
island.
knowledge, this is on Little St. James.
Oh, I thought this was like her practice.
No,
Like,
but
there's
it's
people walking
weirder
it.
that it's on an island. Like, imagine someone gives you an island. Like, you won Beast Games. Yeah, you got an island.
Yeah.
Would you put a dentist on? Like, it's just so strange to me.
Okay, so I saw some pictures of the island. I saw this take on Twitter. I thought this was a great take. It goes, if you believe that any of these billionaires are going to this island for the views of the amenities, you're out of your fucking mind. And I saw the pictures, and it does just look like an all-inclusive resort.
It's very 90s.
It doesn't look that fancy. It's like a Marriott somewhere.
Yeah, but
right?
still, private island is fire.
Well.
There's a use for it.
Why
don't get me wrong.
Why is it fire?
I think just being on a private island is kind of fire.
And why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah, I ain't doing no fuck shit. I don't know where you get that.
But you could do drugs.
No, it's the same reason why being on the boat is fire. Being on someone's yacht is fire.
Yeah.
Because there's no rules.
Okay.
That's what people get. When you're in the middle of the fucking sea, there's no cop that's pulling up and telling you what to do. So if you're going to the island, you don't need all the fancy amenities because the amenity is there's no rules and we can do anything here.
You want to go skinny dip? Sure. You want to do drugs out in the open? Do it.
It's like when we're kids, you build a fucking treehouse or something like that. It's this idea that you have a space and there's nobody there watching and you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's what fucking this is what these billionaires are doing. So the question is, if you're not going to make it fancy in this like ultra luxurious experience, it's not the Amman, right? If it's just a place that has beds and sleep and some food, what is there that's bringing the people there?
What's the value prop?
What was that big square thing that's the color of the Israeli flag?
Oh, the mosque?
Yeah. What is that?
It's an empty temple with nothing in it.
That was the wildest wrinkle where they found like there was like a piece of the cloth that covers
the Kaaba.
at Mecca.
Yeah.
Like they gifted it to him or something.
And the story was that he was using it as like a on his foot rug or whatever.
prayer rug?
No, that he was using it as like. This is a story. I don't know if this is true, but it's extremely sacrilegious if it is. That he was using it on like a floor mat.
Oh my God.
Shit.
That's what the story was I saw on Twitter. Someone fact checked me on that. But
Muslims come for him.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
what was that structure? Like what happened in there?
no one knows. It was a building, an outhouse, a shed.
But like it's empty inside. Like is it furnished? Like what? It's just
They did Invisalign.
That's where they were doing
The whole thing was a dental operation, Al.
It wasn't even finished inside. Like it was like partial walls and shit on the inside.
Oh, they weren't done. Okay.
Or that's
they tore that shit out and then
we see now.
Exactly.
They busted it down. They built it to make it look crazy. I don't know. I also think there's an element of like the satanic ritual abuse stuff that I've heard people say this. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't even know necessarily how prevalent satanic ritual abuse is. Like this kind of got like kicked off with like the satanic panic through the 80s. And then kind of got like written off. Like, oh, this is just like, you know, mentally deluded people or schizophrenic people with these crazy delusions that are not true.
And then your guy bust into that spot in Cali.
Wait, which guy?
The one we had on the podcast with the weird voice. You were just quoting him.
Wait,
RFK.
No, fat guy. We had him on the pod. Crazy dude. Conspiracy theory.
Somewhere.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, yeah. And he busted into that place. And
Same
they were,
first name as you, and you couldn't. All right. Yeah, he snuck into Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
And saw this ritual. It's difficult to say necessarily if what was happening in Bohemian Grove was like ritual abuse. It's possible, but I don't think he necessarily documented like children being sacrificed or sexually abused. With that said, part of me goes, is this done to poison the well? To make these claims seem so absurd?
Is what done?
Like satanic ritual abuse. Like it's possible that these people are interfacing with like a spiritual satanic force that controls the whole world. I'll leave room for that. I'm less moved by that theory. I'm more moved by the idea that these people do these things in a ritualistic way that seems absurd and theatric, so that if someone ever snitches on them, they go, what are you telling me? There was like all these famous people and there was a fire and everyone was dressed up. Like this is obviously absurd, but it allows them to get away with it with some impunity because the story is so crazy. And then not to mention the victims of any type of sexual abuse typically have trauma from it. And if they stay in the system long enough, they oftentimes will develop like, you know, emotional attachment issues, you know, chemical dependence on drugs or alcohol. And that also affects their faculties later on, so that their testimony of what happened to them is even more stripped from reality. And so you basically have this pool of the most vulnerable people in our society that can be abused with impunity because 20 years down the line when they go to testify,
Nobody will believe them.
no one believes them. Their story is crazy. There's holes and there's gaps in the stories because potentially they were on drugs when it happened, or they had a substance abuse issue after it happened, after they survived this trauma. And then on top of that, you have a society that's like, these bitches be lying. So all that, and then on top of that, it's like, oh, they signed a deal that they would basically not testify against Epstein in 2008 because that's a part of his settlement with them. And that they can't say anything and implicate anyone else. So you have all of these things. You have the legal system going against you. You have the court of public opinion going against you. And you have, I mean, straight up like biology and physiology and your own psychology being done against you through this trauma. So I'm like, yeah, why are women not coming out about it now? Like, look at Virginia Giuffre.
She got killed.
She is dead. And
Suicide.
she might have...
Sorry. Yeah, did I say she got killed? I said,
Yeah.
She's dead. Sorry.
I mean, it is wild. Like the most famous one who comes out just ends up killing
Yeah, I know.
himself.
Sean, what was his name? Brunel?
Jean-Luc Brunel.
Yeah, also
killed himself.
Suicide.
And what was Brunel again? He was the Wrangler?
He was connected and had like a fashion house in Paris and then was close allies with...
So that's the other thing. It's like if you're a congressman, you got to be worried about them taking you out. And at first, they're not going to take you out directly, right? They're going to try to malign you and destroy your reputation, and get the internet to come for you and just try to do whatever they can to strip you of your power. If you can get past that, then you got to be worried about them just straight up killing you. And that's if you're a sitting member of Congress. If you're a girl that has been trafficked for her not only adult but like juvenile life, they already think of you as disposable. You can't even imagine what they would do. And you would hope that your lawyer would have some sort of protection. But there's also a version where it's just like, what law agency is taking this claim up, knowing full well the people they're going up against? You don't think that they're getting some nods and some phone calls like, hey, it would be in your best interest not to take up this case?
Yeah. Which is why I think like the material conditions that underline all this, like wealth inequality and all that shit, is something that should be acknowledged because Epstein was able to do so much of what he did. He was able to travel on a private jet to a private island to commit crimes because he was rich. He was able to meet and connect with all these really powerful people because he was rich and just aggrandize more power. when these victims were doing these things and taking these modeling contracts, and in many ways were being coerced because of
They had nothing.
their
else.
financial conditions. They weren't able to get lawyers because they were poor. The other people that
Or they
are
were
surrounding
estranged from their families. They were
intimidated,
abandoned.
coerced.
Yeah.
They couldn't get legal support. And then all the other people surrounding this that all are hush about it are also hush because the material conditions put them in a position where they need the money. And they're not going to speak out against generational wealth for their family.
Also, they're in a very peculiar situation where it's like if they do speak out about it, they indict themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So it's going to take somebody who's willing for the whole world to be like, you aided and abetted pedophiles in the destruction of children. That being said, by doing it, you maybe get to expose it. So it's not, you're not going to be ever looked at as a hero, but it is a brave act that doesn't take away from the horrible destruction you did. But it does, before you die, you get to at least do one good thing. But then you go, okay, well, those people now have families. They have kids in school. Like, what happens? So all these people that aided and abetted that might not even be doing that, they might not even be in the business anymore. They might be selling insurance somewhere. They might have a fucking coffee shop somewhere. But they know what they were part of. Are they going to speak up? Or are they going to stay silent until their name is revealed? Think about it.
There's a woman going through that right now. She was a former New York city-based DA. And she's the one who like argued for Epstein to have a lower level of sexual whatever that's called.
Charge,
basically, so that he would either be like a sex predator for a year on the list or for like his whole life, like levels within it. And she argued it should be lower, yada, yada. And then she's backed out of the DA and like got herself out of it because her name's all over the list. And it's like, was it was compartmentalized? Was she aware? Was someone talking to her in her ear? Like, it's a tough thing to navigate. Was she a bad person?
Yeah.
Doing bad stuff?
I don't know what person argues for you to have a lesser charge for trafficking children.
The argument is she only had the data in front of her from the Florida thing. And in the Florida thing, it's a super light charge. So she's arguing, yeah, it should be fine. But apparently, if you look into her past and her history, she's attached to Weinstein and all these other things. And it's, yeah. There's people in the files who are actively changing their lives right now.
Yeah.
Some guy bought Epstein Island. Did you guys go?
Would I go to the island? No.
I mean, now it's not Epstein. Now now it's just an island.
Well, who buys it though?
That's what I'm saying. What if it's a cool guy?
Cool billionaire.
Wait, are you saying to go to a party?
I'm just saying. Would you just go in general? Some guy bought it.
I mean, for what purpose am I going? What is the conditions?
Hey, this is the new St. Parts.
Do I get to investigate? Can I get to go around and check out the bunkers and report all of it on the YouTube?
Nah, I'm pretty sure everything's knocked down. It's just new. It's just like,
Oh, no.
they just redid
If I
it.
get to go do like a cool YouTube documentary, explored around, like that guy, I don't remember his name, on YouTube did this, where he's stuck on the island in 2023, and that's where we get a lot of the images.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. You're like a part of an uncovering. You're part of the
Getting
side
the
of
information out there is fire.
Yeah.
But just to go party on an island, bro, at this point, I'm good. I got a kid.
Well, what did the island do to you?
Dude, you are Puerto Rican, bro. Like, islands are beautiful. Nothing wrong with an island, you know?
I'm saying, really going. The
We
land
won't punish the island.
Yeah.
The island was there before Epstein.
That's
It's gonna
what
be there
I'm saying.
after.
That's
Exactly.
God.
Exactly.
That's God.
You got to pull a Billie Eilish. You're like,
Yeah.
dude, no one's a sex trafficker on stolen land. You know what I mean? Come on. Come
No,
on,
that's
Your
a
Honor.
good point. Are you never going to go to Germany? You know, you're never going to go to Poland.
No, you gotta give us some time. You gotta give us some time.
You got to sit on the island for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can't build anything there. What do you even put there? What could you put there to?
Yeah, we got to at least wait 18 years.
Exactly. 420. I mean, we don't need to put that specific on a number, but
I'm just saying, we silly or not?
Our topic is silly, though. You're finding it, though.
I know,
You're
try.
finding it. You're finding it.
No,
You're
I actually
finding it.
respect this effort immensely. Truly, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably not gonna go. Probably gonna skip on that one.
Has there been anybody who went to the island that described their experience?
Yeah. Who? I think Brett Weinstein. I don't know if he went specifically to the island, but he met with Epstein and has been like very forthcoming with the nature of their conversation.
And what did he say?
Basically, like Epstein just had an interest in I mean, this is again paraphrased.
He had a hilarious thing. He was talking about the way that they were speaking about non-Jews in the Epstein files. Did you see his tweet about that?
No.
He's like, I've known Jews my entire life, grew up with Jews. We have never spoken about non-Jews about like this once ever. This has never happened. This is something completely unique to Epstein and his cronies. This has never happened. And it's just like, dude, just watch Jackie Mason's comedy. It's not that crazy. This is what people did back in the 70s. You're just like, this is our group and other groups are different and we will make fun of them because of it. I grew up in a Jewish family with many Jewish friends. There was Jewish pride, but I never once heard anything like the derisive, exclusionary talk in the Epstein files. It is grotesque, anti-American, anti-Western. There's no place in our society, especially near power. That is true. But to say you never heard that,
Yeah.
It just sounds like a goy to me, dude.
yeah. What is this,
I
goy
trust that.
slop? He's just spitting goy slop.
Because now everyone uses goy. You know what I mean? Like, we've kind of reclaimed our word. We've taken it back.
Dude, we finally found a word for white people that we're offended by.
Really?
Like, black people have been trying to do this for years. It just
I gotta
nothing
tell
hit.
all my people.
Just start calling white dudes goy.
Yeah.
That shit hit. That's our
Okay,
N-word for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta-
now the problem is
I gotta
you're
save
also a goy.
No.
Technically.
What do you mean?
It's just, I don't want to be down.
You are a
That's your
goy.
shit. Nah,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that.
You're a big old fucking goy.
Nah, I don't
Yes.
like it now.
Yeah.
You're an island goy. That's what you are. Facts. You're a goy, dude. You're a little goyim. You're a little goy cattle. Did you like the Super Bowl watching a little goy slop? Just eating it up?
Nah. Chris Tucker, I think he spoke about it.
What'd he
spoke
say?
about his time on the island. Could we find that? Because I think
Also, as an
he
addendum,
went on the plane a few
it
times.
was Eric Weinstein that talked about it,
Not Brett. Eric. Got it.
Brett may have talked about it also, but the guy I'm talking about specifically was Eric.
I blame Epstein for the reason why we never got another rush hour.
But aren't we getting one now?
Bro, did you see Jackie Chan talking about Rush Hour?
No, what
This
is
is
that?
so funny. Jackie Chan is doing an interview talking about Rush Hour, and he's like, I went and I did this movie. I'm not going to do the accent. He's like, I went and I did this movie, and it was the worst movie I'd ever read. I thought it was a terrible script. And then my agent calls me and goes, the movie's #1. They want to do a sequel immediately. And I was like, what? And then we did the sequel. He's like, I just don't understand American humor. American jokes make no sense to me. Never touch a black guy's radio. Why? He's white. He did the whole movie, 3 of them. Didn't understand any of the jokes. Jackie Chan has no idea why it's funny.
Maybe that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Because he was acting dramatically.
He wasn't acting, bro. It's unbelievable. Oh, man.
All right, let's see what Chris Tucker got to say.
You know, we flew Bill Clinton and a lot of different,
Snitching.
that was a humanitarian trip to Africa. And I met him on that trip because it was his plane. I didn't know who plane we was getting on, but it was a whole bunch of dignitary people. We was with a delegation. And, yeah, I met him. And, you know, you don't know people, what they do in their private lives. So, yeah.
But tell me this, Chris. You was on this private plane, and you could tell that it was a private plane because they called it, what's this, Lolita Express?
Oh, yeah, it was a private plane. Yes. Oh, yes.
But wait a minute. You didn't never go to that island, did you?
No.
Oh, I thought he's my bad. I thought he talked about he wasn't. But I thought he was on the plane multiple times.
With all due respect, who is he talking to? Is he talking like the bad guy in True Detective?
Yeah. But he's on Instagram Live getting interviewed about the Epstein shit. Like,
So you went to the plane.
yeah.
And Chris is like, yeah, man, I jumped on the plane. It's like, well, this is news. This is so
So
funny.
why would you do black accent, but you won't do Asian accent?
Come on, bro. Because I'm trying to get on SNL. I don't want to do Asian accent. You know what I mean? You can do black accent. That's
You could
fine.
do, so that's fine.
Also, black people are Americans, all right? Asians.
Oh, wow. Asian. Oh, wow. Keep digging, motherfucker.
Yo, shut up, boy.
Yo, you gotta shut your goy ass
Damn,
up.
he just said all Asians, they're fake citizens.
Pull the Jake Paul. Dude. No, I don't know why. Why is that? I guess I wasn't, because, I didn't really have a leg to stand on here.
Go ahead.
Oh, let me think. Go ahead. I might have been doing a Puerto Rican accent. Who's really to say?
Yep.
So you went on a plane.
Yo,
Who is that guy?
So we're gonna have someone break all this shit down for us next week in a much better way.
Exactly. We're gonna get the guy that interviewed Chris Tucker.
He's gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Also-
but I do want to know the real shit though. Like, I think, well, you know a lot, but I still think it's like surface level shit. I want to know the real.
What
Like,
is the real?
Who's reading all these fucking documents? That's I want to speak to
What's
that
the
person.
real? Like,
Who actually read the documents? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. It'll also be awesome to see if Thomas Massey starts naming shit in the next week.
Yeah.
what does he have to lose outside of getting murdered? Like, what does he have to lose by doing it?
Outside of that, not much. I mean, his family, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, his life, his reputation, they'll find a hard drive on his computer that's like, oh, look what we found on your place. Isn't that crazy? You were projecting this whole time. People, this is a dirty
But
game, dog.
wouldn't they have already done that?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Now that
means he's
it,
clean. He knows
It's
he's
a dirty game.
good.
I don't know. You go up against the institutional powers that be. They have many ways to take you down. I don't know.
But then he would have stopped already. It seems like he wants to do it. Him and Roe. I think if they did it, man.
Just start naming shit on the Congress floor, you're saying?
Yeah, like, you're a hero. Now, granted, you have to make sure that these things are investigated.
What if they're
But who
feeding
do you
them wrong
trust to
information?
investigate?
I don't know.
Well, that's also the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, who do you trust to investigate? How can you make sure that they're actually investigated? I'm sure that's what the FBI is saying. It's like, oh, the reason why we're redacting is because there's a current investigation into this. It's like, oh, is there a current one?
Yeah.
Have you been investigating this for the last fucking 20 years? Is that what's happening?
Oh yeah, didn't they like open up another investigation just so they can like not release certain shit?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I remember like right before they were gonna release it,
Yeah.
they like opened up another investigation.
Yeah. And then there's all these people that like,
Shout
I
out to
basically was
Ro
saying this
Connor.
thing on camp where I was like, yeah, I just like, what do I do? Like, what do you do with this information? Like, how do you react? Like, knowing that the world is run by the most evil people ever. Like, how do you deal with that? And I was like, you focus on what you can control. And then people were mad. They were like, no, man, you can't do that. You got to speak out. You got to revolt. Da 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 da. What does that mean? Like, the people I talk to don't want to like destroy everything. Don't want to like protest. People are expecting that. People want that to happen.
I was gonna make a bad joke. It's like, I mean, it's the same way you still go to the Catholic Church every Sunday.
They got rid of those people. They moved them to a different parish. all right?
I'm sure they just all stopped being pedophiles over there.
Exactly.
Well, the Catholic Church is a good example. It's like, let's say they didn't just move them to a different parish. Is it called a parish?
Yeah.
Let's say they didn't. Let's say they locked them all up. The Catholic Church still exists. The institution still exists. And I think that there is this, like, you even heard Massey and Roe talking about it, like, you know, if these names come out, we could look at the implosion of foreign governments and all this other stuff. And I don't know if that happens. Like, I think a lot of these people in positions of power, we replace them regularly. So we can replace these people. And the whole idea of democracy, if we're actually going to have one, is that people are replaced. We don't want Pelosi in there for fucking 60 years, right? We don't want these lifers. We want people to be in and out, ideally. And the new people are coming in and reflecting the problems of the people currently, not people that are talking about managing or maintaining the status quo because it just benefits them and their cronies. So the idea of like the system imploding, I don't think the system implodes. I think that you get a new version of people who are running the system, and they will ultimately, if they're not already ready, be corrupted, of course, and then those people need to be shedded again, and that's just how it goes. I mean, because when we don't shed the people in charge, you look at the countries that have these like dictators for long periods of time, it just gets more and more corrupt. Like absolute power corrupts. What is it? A power corrupts absolute, power corrupts absolutely, or whatever the Animal Farm quote is. But so yeah, this idea like everything falls apart, I don't know if it does. Oh, the CEO of some bank needs to step down? Okay. What, does the bank also close? No. Right?
Yeah.
People are going to still pay their fucking mortgage. The bank's going to still lend out money that they just print. And the system continues.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, at least there'll be justice.
That's what I hope for. But this idea, like, we can't, what if we let these names out? There'll be a global financial collapse and governments will fall apart. It's like, no, they won't actually.
Yeah.
Like every 4 or 8 years, we have a new dude that just goes in and takes charge of the most powerful country in the world. It's kind of like an insane concept, right? You don't think we can manage locking up a couple of these fucking pedophiles?
Yeah.
Just lock them up, man.
It seems like a stoking fear to pacify the public.
Yeah. It's
God
like the
forbid.
too big to fail thing. It's
Yes.
like, we're just going to bail them out because the alternative would be disastrous.
Disaster for everybody. It's like, oh, will it? Well, let's try it out. Let's try it out and see.
Yeah.
I'd imagine we'd be pretty resilient knowing that powerful people were given justice for their heinous crimes.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that we'd be okay with it. I don't think we'd be riding in the streets if we know that there was justice that was given to them.
Yeah.
I think we might be riding in the streets if we know that they were avoiding justice.
Another cover-up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Epstein's dead or not, but I know he's in hell. And he's proven to me that we're all in hell with him. You know what I mean? Just looking around like, all right, what do we do? This whole thing is run by the worst people ever. All right. It makes me sad. But the Super Bowl was good. You know, at least we got that.
The circus was good.
That scared me a little bit.
No, Super Bowl was
He's
fire.
getting a little.
All right, guys. We're going to go on to Patreon and talk about Tony Ayo and Uncle Murda pressing Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Okay?
Before Mark slits his wrist.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hang with us over there. Peace.